Hello, and welcome to our very latest episode of the Night Shift Let's Talk Gaming. I am CMoney, and I am joined by the always lovely Doodle.
What's up, everyone? Happy Friday. Thank you so very much for rocking out with us tonight. Let's get it.
Let's get it indeed.
Yes.
Now you guys know what the hell it is. It's Friday night, man. That means we made it. Week done in the books. Get to relax, chill with the fam, chill with the homies. This is what we love to do, right? So, of course, that means that it's not just myself and Doodle. No. We have the homies here. That's right. It's our boy, mother effing PSP himself.
Woo!
The pony slaying papa.
Let's go.
It's our boy. Demo Flow Gaming. Welcome, my dude. Thank you so much for being here, my brother. How you doing?
Another day, another dollar. Like I always say,
Yes.
man. Happy Friday
Right,
to all of you. Like you said, we made it. So I'm happy to be here again, talking video games. And man, we have a spicy week. Just going on. It's not stopping. And we got next week as well. We'll get into it. And I just can't be inside my body right now with, I'm reeking with excitement. That's just how there's so much going on and so much excitement around gaming. Now, this is the best time in video games. Come on, let's keep it real. The summer is where all the shows happen, all the excitement. So come on, let's get hyped. Come on, goddammit. Hit the like button. Let's go. Let's go. I'm cracked out today.
Let's go. Oh, well, yes. That's what I'm talking about.
It's just fun. It's just fun.
Listen, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I think that's you nailed it.
Yeah.
Debo, the summer's here. All the gaming showcases are here. And that's what's driving the ponies crazy. Because, you see, like, if you were in a room with a bunch of gamers, right, you would see everybody, like, cheering. Like, you have the camera panning, a bunch of people cheering. Games. We're so happy. So many games to play. We love it. And then you would get to ponies, and they're just sitting in the corner. And you hear the music. Hello,
so how many consoles?
Friend.
How many consoles
right?
did they sell?
And they're just sitting there with a board on the wall. Console plus console equal console. Yes. So happy. This is why they're all freaking out.
Yo, I feel like they right now, it's like, remember back in like high school when you were the only one that didn't have the Jordans? That's how it feels. That's how it feels. Like, damn, bro. God damn,
they don't got the Jordans.
I need to do better. I need to hustle. Yeah. It's hard. Let's get it.
Oh, let's get it.
Yes.
Of course. It's not just the three of us. That's right. You know him well. It is the wise one, the author.
Yes.
The patriot, the pony slayer, the pony bontier man.
Oh.
Is our boy. Hargeet Give.
Yes.
Welcome, my dude. Thank you so much for being here, my brother. Appreciate
Let's
it.
go.
1 week. One week to go, guys. 1 week. Summer Game Fest starts, and we have the showcase on the Sunday after. 1 week to go. Get excited. I'm sure there's going to be lots of fun.
Hyped.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Supposedly there's a PlayStation thing coming too at some point, maybe in our lifetime.
Yeah.
Maybe
Sure.
20 years from now.
One day.
Whatever.
One day.
Maybe
funeral?
this month, this next month even. I don't know. Maybe, but we'll see.
It's going to be the reception
marathon
to the
farewell.
marathon funeral.
The marathon
So
farewell.
It's
Good God,
gonna be
what if they
reception after
do that? What if they actually have a state of play? It's Death Stranding 2 and Marathon.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Anyway,
When does Death Stranding 2 come out? It's supposed to be the week before. Supposedly.
No, it's like the 26th or something of June. It's like in a month.
Yeah. Fun times for them.
Well,
Yes.
But anyways,
week is
so yeah,
correct,
we had
though.
some fun news this week, of course, but we have the big hype coming up. We're
Yes.
doing a lot
We
of
do.
work getting ready for the showcase watch party, but yeah, there's still a lot of work to do.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. We're excited. It's gonna be a great time. It's a great time to be a gamer, man. We got so much to look forward to. It is such an amazing time. Obviously, a lot of news broke out that I'm gonna want to hear from you guys before we jump into the other topics, see what you guys are feeling. But yeah, the latest thing that I saw that literally I had to like double take. You know what I'm saying? Like I
know where you're going.
I had to look again, and like, are they really using Forza Horizon 5 to promote the PlayStation 5 Pro, like to help sell it? So basically, PlayStation is using a 4-year-old Xbox game to help convince people of the power of the Pro. That is that blew me away for a little bit. I really once it sinks in, you start to realize that PlayStation has nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They have no first party to brag about.
No.
They have nothing to put out there to say, hey, look at why you should buy our system, why you should spend $650, $700, $800, $900 on a PlayStation 5 Pro.
For Xbox
because
games.
it's a PlayStation system. Look at our PlayStation game that you should want to play and play it on the man. Listen, we're going to talk about it. I want to get all your guys' takes on it, but needless to say,
listen. Okay, I got to go to fill more pockets because this is what I was going to say next. He beat me to it. He says, and man, not Gran Turismo, but Forza.
Exactly.
That's the biggest deal, right? They come out here bragging about freaking Gran Turismo. My first
Gran Turismo is the best looking racing game. I swear, guys, the best looking racing game. Watch, why did you see it on the Pro? Well, I guess
step aside.
I guess PlayStation said the fuck it is. Okay, we got Forza over here now. Xbox has entered the building. I think we'll use that. Thank you very much.
I think we have something that may just look just that much better and really
it's
reel people in.
It's a great time. So we're definitely gonna talk about that.
And this is their way of kind of like embracing the situation that they're in, though.
Well, we're gonna talk about it in a little bit, but that is the jump off. That is something that just had my wheels spinning in my head. Like, wow, this is a bad move for PlayStation. We're also gonna talk about what's the Forge dude. Oh yeah. So obviously you guys know the handheld thing that came up from Jez, right? Put an article up about the handheld being quote unquote sidelined for now because they're going to focus on the software first for the Windows 11 experience on a handheld, right? Which obviously is going to be the basis of the Xbox handheld, right? They want to make it as user-friendly as possible. So they're focusing on the software. And what all these dudes are now running with is the idea that the handheld is now canceled. Now, I mean, I gotta be honest with you. The truth of the matter is, it doesn't matter what handheld. If it functions the way the Xbox is supposed to function on a handheld and it's smooth and easy to use, I don't give a shit who's making it, right? To be honest with you, that really don't make a difference to me. But they're now using it to say that the handheld is canceled and they should just leave the console completely.
Oh, yeah. The next thing that they're going to announce is that they're not going to be making any consoles moving forward.
Yeah. So we'll listen and we'll have a little fun going through that. And then we get another. I mean, they're. I'm telling you, Demo. You nailed it. They know that Xbox showcase is coming up. They're sweating. They're stressing out. They're having a rough time right now. So we have the Crossfire crew over there talking about how when was the last time you bought an Xbox game? And then they say, well, I haven't bought an Xbox game since 2017 because I've been subscribed to Game Pass the entire time. Like, wow. Guys, we got a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah.
And then I didn't have really much space to put on the title because they don't give you any space. But Randy pitched for Double Down. I don't know if you guys saw, but he put out another idea for his real fans, what they should be doing. So we'll talk about that a little bit. But before we do any of that, you know what we gotta do, man. We gotta shout out our homies who are here live in the building with us, sharing their Friday night with us and rocking out on our show here. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to everybody who supports us over on Patreon, over on YouTube memberships. You guys are the shit. Thank you all so much for your support. Of course, always remember that the show is brought to you by you. If you are listening right now and you are not subscribed to this channel, do yourself a favor. Hit the button.
Hit it.
It'll be doing us a favor.
Yes.
We are like 5 away from 25K.
Hit it.
And that
Hit
would
it to
be
the
really
beat.
cool to get to that 25K sub number. All right. So let's go ahead and just get over the hill. It'd be fun.
Yep.
Let's do it together.
Subscribe, hit the like button, share the link.
Yeah. Do all the fun
All
stuff.
good things. All good things.
That being said,
let's go.
I do want to shout out our elite members. And I'm going to do that right now with this. That's right, our elite members. We got the homie Big Boy Mike.
Yes.
Dark Angelic.
Let's go.
Coach Hooded Canuck.
Woo.
Music 72 and Queen Witch.
Thank
you guys so much for your
Thank you,
support. We
guys.
appreciate you. And then, of course, we have our Inner Circle members. That's right. We have the homie Big Mix Gaming.
Yes.
And Pragmatic Eagle. Thank you all so very much. The rest is a lie. It has not been updated.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't want to get you guys excited over names that did not do what they were supposed to do and be back in the right time, right? It's just not there. So that being said, again, we do appreciate all the support that you guys offer us over on Patreon, YouTube. You guys are shit. But you know what it is, man? You guys are live right now in the building with us. You guys are supporting us in such a major way. And 100%. We appreciate each and every one of you individually. Each and every single one of you. Although, obviously, you can't all be equal. I mean, it's just the truth, right? Man. 3 of you are the specials tonight. That's right. 1 of you is the best spot of the night. But you guys did it. You guys made it. You were the first 3 in the building. You rose above the rest. We have to shout you out. So we're going to do it. 3rd place going forward. And who is
drum
3rd
roll.
place? We have no drum roll, but you can pretend that the drums are rolling. That's right. It's our boy. Do you, K?
Let's go.
3 in the building.
First time, I think. No,
the first time. I feel like he was. I feel like he got here one time, like super early, but definitely been a while.
Let's go.
Good boy did it. You made it, bro. Number 3. You are one of the specials.
Sweet.
Tonight. Thank you, sir. Number 2 in the building.
Oh.
Slacking on his macking, but still made it. Dropping from number 1 to number 2. It's our motherfucking boy, Cage.
Let's go. Finger Blast Friday.
With our signature.
Damn.
Finger Blast Fridays. Fucking demo.
If you're feeling bored on a Friday night and you don't know what to do, remember.
Just join us in Finger Blasting the Pony. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no. We're not doing that shit. Pickle blasting. I don't know. Some other shit.
Too far. Let's take that back.
Fuck that.
Let's take that back. All right. Sometimes the joke leads you one direction, and sometimes you just got to say no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This is definitely one of those times.
It's definitely one of those
times. For sure.
That being said, making his return
That got weird.
to number one. A little bit. Making his return to number one after being behind
Okay.
Cage and being behind E-Ranks.
From behind.
He is finally in front, and now Cage's turn to be behind him. It is our boy,
Wow.
Music 72.
Let's go. Fist and all, right? He's like, fuck the finger blasting, double fisting all day, every day. You know what I mean?
Further, you took it further. That wasn't me. I don't know what you're talking about. That's
I'm
real
just
wild.
saying.
Number one in the building, man. Best part of the night. Thank you, my brother, for being here. Appreciate you, my dude. Oh my God.
Yo,
That is
shout out to
hilarious.
Music.
Fisting Friday.
72. I mean,
Oh God.
Fisting Friday
Oh.
it is.
What a fun time. Thank you guys so much for being here, man. We
Thank you
appreciate
guys for rocking out.
Of course, we have the homies. Malcolm X Lax in the building.
Malcolm,
He
what's
said,
good?
"Hey." He was number 4.
Almost.
He
So
really wanted to be
close.
there. It was so close, but so far. He was like, I'm about to start the streak.
Yes. And
Didn't
no.
I see my homie G Maybe in the building.
Let's go. The OG.
Thank you for being here.
Yes.
I appreciate you. Becca in
Becca,
the
what's up,
building.
baby?
was good, fan. You got Adidas 20-0.
Yo, that's
in
the
building.
homie.
Thank you for
What's
being
good?
here. Power Boss in the building.
Power. What's good, homie?
Michelle Alexandria in the building says I'm third. I don't know how, but
Not
I
quite.
can understand now.
But
You know what? Before I go too far, I
yes,
already
set it
forgot
up, baby.
I
You're
already
about to forget.
I already forgot.
Oh.
Let me do it right. Let me do it right. Don't want to do it wrong. What the no wanting to work, huh? Oh, very nice. Very
Don't
nice.
finger the keyboard.
Listen. That would be too much.
Just saying, see.
Bam.
Calm down.
Works now. We're good. And then Money Cash, bam, Dunzo. And then who was it? It was Music.
Music Cage.
Mm-hmm. Music Cage. You said those real quick.
Yep, I
Back to
did.
back.
Just for you.
Music Cage.
You know.
Just so I can catch up in the writing. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to catch up.
Well, guess what? I know who it is. That's right.
Do
It's
you?
Do you
Okay.
Can
Oh,
now do you okay now?
the broke
broke
boy. Lewis.
insider. Okay. Dunzo. Done. Beautiful. Me likey. Awesome sauce. The sauce is awesome. Oh man, I have the wrong information. God damn it. Remove. So I know what do you's not fucking around. Do you's going for the multi-threat because now he's
Oh.
on the top 3 list and he's first. All right, let me get boy insider. All right, there we go. There's the money shot. Beautiful. Boom. There you go. All right, and let's go ahead and go straight to our boy.
Let's
UUK.
go.
Now the broke boy insider with that $2 super chat
Thank you.
says make the list twice,
Oh, he's checking it twice.
like Santa.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Interesting, as some would say in France. But appreciate you, brother. Thank you so
In
much.
what?
For that super chat.
What? Interesting. As they say in France, got it.
Got it.
I'm gonna have to disagree with that.
How do you know they don't say that in France?
Listen, see,
Because it's très
They-
intéressant. It's not interesting.
they
Oh.
may say that,
See,
but not like
good.
that.
That's very different than what I said, but that's okay. It's good. It's good. Wait, whose birthday is it?
Mine?
It's definitely not your birthday.
I'm joking.
Music, it's your birthday?
Get the fuck out of here. Seriously?
Wow.
Happy birthday.
He finally has lived up
Happy
to the 72 number. Music
Oh.
72. He's officially 72 years old.
That's
Appreciate you,
awesome.
man.
Happy
you for
72nd
watching us from your
birthday
retirement home.
music. Maybe he
Very
can't
kind
hear
of
us
you.
today.
Oh,
You got to be a little louder for music. Music, happy
you did it.
birthday.
You did it, music.
That's
made it.
awesome.
Shout out to our homie Music, man. Happy birthday, bro. Thank you for rocking out with us. You the man. Hope you get all the things that you want.
Yes.
I do see our boy E-Ranks in the building. Appreciate you, man. Masshole 1977. What's going on, player? Dark Angelic.
Yo,
What is up?
that's my lawyer right there.
Thank you for being here, brother. Power Boss. What is going on, man? Says today's a weird mixture of feelings.
Why, love?
Well,
What's going on?
Hope nothing.
How you
bad,
feeling?
brother.
I
Right
hope
on.
all is well.
Power Boss, I know the reason is because Ming Z, she's a YouTuber, she's a salt content creator, another pony stumper, and she
Okay.
sadly had to leave content creation because work and her career doesn't allow her to, to be a public figure, and also because of her vocal cords, she was having issues with it, so she's leaving content creation, but she's on to better things, so it's bittersweet. But she's doing great, and shout out to her. She has a great channel. Go out and follow her. Well, I mean, no more because
Well,
she
no,
obviously
follow her
not-
now.
Yeah, of course.
She's going
But,
bye-bye.
I mean, it's sad to see her going. That's what literally the whole South community is like a little down. But come on,
But it sounds
it's
like
not
she's
all
getting.
lost.
I
It's not
feel
all
like
lost.
she's not doing that because she's downgrading in life. I feel like
Yeah, she's upgrading. She's doing better. Than
She's
that,
upgrading. So I mean,
Yeah,
listen,
her job.
you know,
Yeah, that's awesome. But it's also like a pain in the neck too. Because of your job, living your passions and it's stuff that you like to do, and it's just like
she
it's
just got to
kind of
put a
annoying
mask
now that-
on.
Yeah.
Just put on a
See,
mask.
Yeah,
the problem. He
but
said,
still,
"Put a mask on."
And put
Yeah,
a
yeah,
voice modulator.
but still,
People would dig
remember,
that shit.
all of this shit is tied to your personal things. If you want to monetize, of course, you want to do it for fun and not monetize and do it for whatever. You don't have to do all that. But I mean, eventually, whatever you do online leaves a footprint. That's basically what it is. And because of her new position, which is high up in the ranks or whatever she's doing,
Well,
that's what
listen,
she
good
can
for
do.
her.
Yeah, good for her. Good for her, but sad for the community because everybody loves her content. So I mean, that's the sad part. But we're good, man. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for doing us.
Wear a mask. He said.
I'm saying wear a mask.
CMoney always has the answers.
I feel like you put on a
You
gorilla
know?
mask, do voice modulation, you're money. Like a sexy gorilla. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. However they do
There
it.
you go.
All right, I don't know how they do it. Whatever. Power Boss, appreciate you, man.
Hope you feel better, love.
He has a public service announcement, man. Appreciate you. He says, if you like this content, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe.
Oh my
Do it.
gosh. Music 72 is so confused. He says he's 53, but he's just confused.
Oh, he
he's
forgot
72.
numbers.
Wow.
He forgot numbers.
Those higher numbers.
Wow.
It's a
At least
struggle.
we're here to witness it happen.
Yeah. We're here with
Sorry,
your music.
Sorry.
You know?
It's 7-2,
Yeah.
not 5-3. Okay, 7-2.
It might be also the vision. He may have thought that he typed 72 and is 53.
That's also
Oh man, it's
possible.
all downhill
That's also
from there.
possible. It's
Shit,
okay,
that
though.
sucks.
You know what? It is what it is. Power
It
Boss
is.
went ahead and did say this also great message. It says, don't forget to become a member. Is as low as $5. Yes.
That's
it
right.
is. And the homie Power Boss says, joining the Discord is free. Join at this link. He put the link in there for you. Makes it easier
That's right.
than ever. Just click the button. Come hang out. That's all. It's way better that way. You know what I'm saying? I do see our homie Gun Griffin in the
Ooh.
building. What's up, man? Thank you for being here, player. Appreciate you. Outward Lyric in the
Thank
building.
you.
What is going on, man? Says, I missed you guys. We missed you too. Thank you for
Oh, we
rocking out,
missed you,
player.
love. Thank
Our
you for being
homie
here.
Fill more pockets in the building.
That's right.
Appreciate you, man. Stanley Francois
Oh, say it
in the
again.
building. Frankly, Stanley Francois
Swah.
in the building.
Let's go.
Thank you so much for being here, bro. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Space Shot in the building. What is going on?
What's
homie?
good, Space Shot?
Appreciate you, my brother. Fossil 924. What's going on, man? Thomas Belodi. Oh shit. He is from France. And I talked about what the French say. See, I knew he was here. I felt it.
That's
Thomas.
right. Thomas, what's good,
I
love?
felt the French connection. You know, us French
Oh,
really have to stick together.
why don't you speak to him
Oui,
in
oui.
French? Just okay.
Mon
Anything
ami.
else?
Je m'appelle Lafayette.
No. CMoney.
No, is that not it? I feel like that's
not
right.
it. That's not it.
I feel like that's right. People would tell us the right situation for sure. We have Andre in the building. What's up?
Andre,
Man?
what's good?
Thank you for being here. Moonlight Ace in the building. What's up, man? User for Games in the building. What's going on, my player? Talis Ray, what is up, homie? Thank you for being here. Golden Sook. What's up, man? Sir Rivsalot in the building.
Yo.
Oh, man. Sir Rivsalot says, can they have a showcase of all the canceled games?
That's what we're hoping for.
I think that's what PlayStation might do. They might do a nice big cancel game spotlight. You know what I'm saying? All the best of what never came out.
Yes, and how much money went into it before they canceled it, and all the facts.
I think that would work.
That would be pretty dope.
I think so. I agree.
I would generally enjoy that show.
I mean, it would be amazing to watch.
Yeah, I would
It
think
really
so.
would. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully, fingers crossed that it happens.
It's possible
I
now.
would really love it. Edward Lafferty in the building. What's up, my dude? Thank you.
Edward.
He says, it really doesn't matter who makes the handheld. What is important, which is critical, is the UI. Absolutely. The software. That needs to work. The physical box is largely irrelevant. Agreed. I mean, we already have capable boxes, right? I mean, honestly, if the raw and I lied to you guys yesterday. I thought I was gonna go turn on my ROG Ally, and then I didn't. So I'll try to do it tonight when I go back.
Well, you forgot. I think you forgot.
Well, I did forget. It's just been busy.
Remind you.
I thought I was gonna do it, and then it's fun times. It is what it is. But I mean, if they can just transform that bitch right there, and I don't have to buy another handheld into the perfect software, suite that I would love and works easy and is convenient, then it really doesn't matter to me either way. But of course, if Xbox makes one, I'm gonna buy it. So, but yeah, I agree. We do have Why So Serious in the building.
Yo, what's good?
Is up, my brother? Thank you for rocking out with us, man. Thank you for being here. Hold on. Ren in the building. What's up, fam? Appreciate you, homie. I agree. He says they are still making the handheld. People didn't even read the article. Yeah, I mean, we went through it yesterday.
Yeah,
it's pretty clear. But of course, the way they are. Future generations in the building. What's up, man? With a great statement. Good? Doodle is wilding.
Only sometimes. You disagree. I bet.
Jinzo in the building.
Was good.
What's up, man? Thank you for being here. Canuck, our boy, Jam in the building.
What's up?
What's up, man? Thank you for being here, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for rocking out. Roberto Marx is back. Look at that.
Okay.
See, they love us.
Apparently, they can't get enough.
God damn. Wow. We made it, guys. We reached the pony love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just they love to come watch. Wow.
They love the pony love. Pony love.
They love that pony love. That's it. That's it, yo. Oh man.
My gosh.
That's wonderful. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Can't wait to give you all my pony love once Gears Reloaded drops on PlayStation. I'll give you all my bouncing pony love.
Oh my gosh.
That sounds fun. That was fun. Greg K, what's up, man? Thank you for rocking out with us, bro. Thank you for being here. Right, you are in the building, my
dude. You are. What's up, love? Thank you for rocking out.
Appreciate you.
Thank you for being here.
It's always awesome seeing the homies rocking out, man. I see Mac 22 TH54.
Oh,
in the motherfucking building. Oh shit. Music still, I swear. I'll have my wife drive down to CT and come get you. Well, obviously you can't because you can't drive anymore. The Vincent's gone.
I can't see.
You're gonna be like, babe, go get them. Like, okay, yes. Put you in the back seat, buckle you in, and take you back to your nursing home where she found you.
Take him to a home and shit. Like, this is where you live now. We're going on a ride. Come on.
Are we in CT? Yes. Yes, my love. We are here. CT.
Oh my God.
Yes, I told Doodle and see, I gave them a piece of my mind for you.
Oh my God.
Oh, shit.
Man.
That's hilarious. Be nice in the building.
Be nice. What's up?
My brother, appreciate you, man. JD Gamer.
What's
What
good,
is
JD?
going on, my dude? Thank you.
Let's go.
Appreciate you, man. Pharaoh Bazaar. What is up, man? Thank you for rocking.
Is that our homie Farrell?
Homie Pharaoh. Rock out on Tuesday.
Let's go.
God damn it. But we'll be back
Yes.
someday. Someday.
Wow. Music time.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you
Over
gotta-
the rainbow.
somewhere.
Oh,
That's somewhere. Dude, what was that shit? You just ruined my musical moment with the wrong song. Wow.
Your musical moment? Excuse me? The fuck? Did I sing the wrong song? What the fuck were you singing?
I don't know what I was saying. Just say words.
Damn it.
Oh my god. Thomas Bilotti says my name is Lafayette.
Oh,
shit.
let's go.
You see how I knew it?
Connected.
Wow. God damn it. That's crazy.
Look at that. Damn, see, I feel
Oh
like
my
you
God.
should now go ahead and say it again.
Yep.
Fillmore.
Wait, I don't know what say what again?
I mean, now it's factual. Before we thought you were full of shit.
Oui. Je m'appelle Lafayette.
No, you don't m'appelle Lafayette.
Well, I'm speaking for Thomas.
Oh,
I'm trying to
okay.
give Thomas a voice
Okay,
here.
okay. All right.
Wow.
All right.
Jesus. Fillmore Pockets in the building, my dude. Thank you, my brother, for being here.
Yo, Phil.
If the OS
Phil in the building, you guys.
Xbox isn't perfect, the media will go out of their way to make sure that it fails. Phil
Yes.
made the right call. Exactly. You know what these people out here screaming, oh, blah, blah, blah. They should have just did it or whatever it is. They don't give a shit, right? For them, they want it to fail. They want it because it'll be funny for them. They'll go ahead and they'll put it out. And I don't mean fail like financially or in sales. I mean fail as a handheld, like just a handheld that nobody wants to use because it doesn't have software that's intuitive and, you know, easy to use, right? So I agree.
Yeah,
100%.
let me fix that for you. If the OS on the handheld Xbox is or isn't perfect, the media will go out because it won't matter. They will always go out after Xbox. Why they exist in the environment, they're always pissed off. It doesn't matter. It could be the best thing ever, and they give it to you for free. They will still pile on it. Why did they give it away for free? Those assholes. There's no winning. It doesn't matter. It will always.
It's true.
get
It's
negative.
true.
It's just the way it is.
Facts. Like with Game Pass now, they're saying Game Pass is dangerous. For who? Not for me. Not for me. If it's dangerous for
for
Sony.
the developers
Ex-
of Sony PlayStation Studios.
Exactly.
Exactly. They didn't
missed that
finish the
little piece.
sentence.
They didn't. He forgot to add that little piece.
That's wild.
I mean, developers
True.
walk away from Game Pass with a bag, guys.
Happy as
With a
shit.
bag, happy as hell. And
then the
bag
media
and
says
clout for your
Game Pass bad.
Except for PlayStation Studios, which stupidly don't use Game Pass. But hey, that's their problem.
I mean, let me tell you what should be on Game Pass. Marathon should be on Game Pass. I mean, it should be free to play, but since they're charging for it, it should be on Game Pass.
No. Please keep Marathon to the.
I mean, I'm saying it
should.
should be.
We don't need.
Remember,
be.
Demo, remember, Game Pass is something where they just don't let anything
Mhm.
on there,
Yeah.
right? They have
Yeah.
to go through it and say, okay, this is good enough to be on the service. I don't think Marathon crosses that.
It doesn't
bar, fam.
qualify.
But I mean,
It doesn't.
supposedly it's Game Pass fodder. Isn't that what they call it?
Oh,
Like, the Game Pass are trash. I mean, they're gonna keep saying that.
No. We should coin the new actual thing: PlayStation Live Service fodder, because
Right.
they can't make a live service game worth shit.
Woo!
Right.
Let's
Say it like it
go.
is. Hargeet came in here.
I
Say
mean,
with your
evil
chest.
good.
That's what I'm talking about.
I like it.
See, Hargeet already
Happy
feels the
freaking
show.
Getting dark,
Friday.
Feels the
Hargeet.
show
Yes.
next week. It's already flowing through him. You know what I'm saying? He's fucking ready to go.
Let's
This is what
go.
I'm talking about, man. This is what I'm talking about. I see Becca in the building.
Becca.
Says, check my Twitter DMs, and I did.
The Twitter.
Check said DMs. Now I don't know if this is
What's on your
legit,
Twitter,
or
babe?
is this just like dreams and hopes. I'm not sure, but she sent me this, so I will go ahead and
Oh
put this
no!
over here. Let's see. Where is it? Okay, there you go. Is this
Get out of here!
Is this something, or did they just make this up on their own? I don't know. But Wolf of Darkness says Sega and Xbox are teaming up to unleash a mind-blowing lineup of limited edition Xbox Series X consoles with jaw-dropping designs. Set to hit shelves globally as part of their epic new partnership, whispers in the industry even hint this could spark a full-on acquisition. Bro, I swear to God, I will buy both of those consoles.
Yeah, that is
right
sick.
now.
I mean, are we sure? Like maybe they're making wraps. You think that they're making the
it
actual
doesn't look like
console?
a wrap. That
It
looks like a
doesn't,
box.
but can you like
Holy
zoom
crap.
in a little more? There we yo. That would be sick.
A wrap. That's not a wrap.
That would be
is
sick.
actual on the console. Holy wow.
Bro, if this is
Yo.
real,
Acquisition season? Acquisition season?
That would be wild.
it looks so
Out
fucking
of
dope,
nowhere.
bro.
They don't even have a Call of Duty one, dude.
I know.
That's what I'm
They gave
saying.
it
That's
to
what I'm
PlayStation.
thinking. Like
They're
maybe
capping for the
Station.
bundle.
What?
They capping for that Call of Duty bundle. They're saying, "Oh, what a shame! Look at Microsoft selling their games, selling their
Yeah, I
games
know.
on PlayStation." Like,
Do they not
okay,
know
cap-
that that's a transaction? Like, these
Right.
people are so
No, bro.
cracked out, bro.
crazy.
Like, do they not understand that not
Thank
only
you, Becca.
is
Thank you, love.
thank you, Becca, appreciate this.
Wow.
Not only is it a transaction, but Xbox makes more money on each of those boxes being sold on Call of Duty than they do when the game's just regularly bought. So this is crazy that they even think anything of it, right? Like, this is just craziness. But if this is, I mean, those.
I hope
those
this
look
is
so
real.
fucking fire,
It better
man.
not be one of those things where if you retweet and all this nonsense, you can win one. Like that's so annoying.
Just put it on the shelves, bro.
Yeah.
On store shelves. It says on store shelves, right?
Okay.
I
Well,
would really love it.
we'll see.
Make
Set
it
to
happen.
We'll see.
Shelves globally.
That'd be pretty
Holy
dope,
crap, man.
man. That'd be sick. We need shadows.
I hope this is the announcement that comes along with we have a quarantine. Huh?
Yo, that would be real. Can you imagine if
that
they
would be
fucking show it
crazy.
to celebrate our new acquisition
Yo.
of Sega?
Of Sega, which by the
Here
way would
are
be a private
our new
transaction.
designs. Will it?
Because Sega Sammy is public, but they want nothing to do with Sammy, so they would buy the portion of Sega Sammy that's Sega from Sega Sammy.
Ooh. So
it would be a
Sammy would just
private
keep doing
transaction.
its thing.
Exactly, which
Sega-
they would want nothing to do with. They would leave the arcade stuff to them. They would leave the. They have like this whole. I think Sammy does some gambling stuff or whatever. I don't know what they do. Some other crap.
Those little
that
balls,
Microsoft-
the little.
they have no interest in that
machines.
whatsoever, right? They just
Yeah,
want.
I would say
They
so.
don't
just
want the
the
little
gaming.
balls.
just want the
You
gaming.
said.
They have the little balls. They got the
Got
little
it.
balls.
Okay, they
That are
want
the little machines.
no
the ball
little
machine, yeah.
balls for
You know what I'm
them.
talking
Got
about?
it.
Pachinko. Is it Pachinko? I don't
Pachinko,
know, whatever. It's
something
something.
like
Yeah, whatever
one
it
of
is.
those. One of those.
Yeah, they
ones.
get rid of that crap, and then they just buy the publisher that puts out games. That's all they really want, right? So they get Atlas and Sega and and all the new games they're making going to Game Pass. I would love it. That would be awesome.
That would be glorious.
That'll be sick.
That would be glorious. I would love it. Well, listen, if this turns out to be true, that would be fucking epic.
Yeah, we kind of need this to be real.
It looks gorgeous.
It actually wouldn't
Love
be
those.
Epic. They would be buying Sega, not Epic.
That's
wait,
funny.
Sorry.
That's funny.
Wow.
We'll be next. You know what I'm saying? Epic will be next. Let's keep the ball rolling. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep the ball rolling. Oh man.
Except for the pachinko ones. But anyway.
Oh shit. That's
Oh,
you know,
those are too
and
small, Hargeet.
just in case people are listening right now that don't know, right? And that might be sitting there saying Xbox wouldn't buy Sega or that wouldn't happen. Let's remember
They had it in their papers,
Bill
right? From the FTC
was
leak.
literally going to buy Sega. And
Yes.
then what was it? Was that one Bethesda or was that ABK? Which was the one that stopped this from happening?
Wasn't it ABK?
No, I think it was Bethesda. I
Yeah.
think that was Bethesda.
It was Bethesda
Yeah,
one that they had to do. They had to jump on it.
They were looking at that, and then I'm pretty sure that was the sequence. They were looking at that, and then it turned out Starfield was going to get locked down to PlayStation. They're like, we can't survive
and
that.
they bought the fucking.
So they went and bought Bethesda.
But the leak happened during ABK.
The trial,
Yeah,
the trial.
okay.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah,
the leak
the
happened
trial
during
came out.
ABK. Yes.
Yeah.
That's when we found out it was going to happen. Sega was going to be part of Xbox.
That's wild. That's wild. They just
So,
put
but
all of their
I could have
business
that
out
wrong.
there.
It could be that it was after Bethesda, and they went and hey, we would want to do this.
It was on one of them. I know it was one.
It
of them
was
that stopped it.
Bethesda.
They definitely
The
went
leak
to the
happened
board.
during the ABK
Yeah.
Yeah,
situation.
They definitely went to the board saying we want to buy this next.
Yep.
So
And Sega's it's gonna open its lakes.
This will be sick
and get purchased. It's just
yeah, and
the
of
way.
course they had the canned response of we are honored that, but we have no interest in.
Yeah.
You know who
because
has interest?
They're not doing
Shareholders. When you say we're going to
Exactly.
buy something for this much more money than you're worth, yeah, they're like, oh, okay,
Yep.
I like money. I like money.
Oh my god.
How much
That's
did
wild.
you say?
Well, I can tell you right now, guaranteed 100%. These two things go on sale. We will be purchasing these.
Yeah, we got to make it
100%.
happen.
That's fire. Goddamn. All right. Let me stop. That's real dope. That'll be real awesome. I see Infinite Hero in the building. What's up, man? Thank you for rocking out with us, bro. Oh man. Am I seeing like smack talk? I think I am. Look at this.
What's happening?
Right you are with that
Yo!
super chat. Who's CMoney gonna mute today?
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Right you are. It was
Is
an
that
accident.
right?
It was an
The
accident.
memories just come rushing in.
God damn it.
Swile. The
Says 9
disrespect.
days until Xbox World. Facts.
Let's go.
Facts.
Thank you, Rye. You are. See,
100%.
someone's got to say it.
We have the homie Be Nice in the building.
Be
Member
nice.
for 10 months, man. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much. Says all eyes on Xbox, June 8th, 2025. Fucking A. Dude, I'm pumped. I'm sure you guys are
Happening.
pumped. I want to talk about that too before we get to the other topics, but like, man, what a fucking ride. It's gonna be crazy. Like I can't even, my mind is racing with what can be shown. Dark Angelic, the homie, back.
The
with
lawyer
$2
in the
chat.
building.
Appreciate you, my brother.
Yes.
Shout out
Thank
to
you.
Dark. Shout out to Queen Witch as well.
Yes.
Says hope Xbox buys Sega and take Dreamcast guy's name. Oh shit.
Oh, wow. I told you he's the best in the business.
That's wild. Dreamcast guy gets a fucking cease and desist.
You imagine?
Change that name.
Enough of
anymore.
this shit, yo.
You have no affiliation with us. That would be beautiful. And the homie
the better thing
Dallas
to do
are
would
in the
be
building.
name the next Xbox Dreamcast 2.
That's what my initial thought would have been. The Xbox Dreamcast 2. It'll be fire. It'll be fire. And then you could go 3, 4, 5 from there. You know what I'm saying? Hop right into a traditional numbering convention, right? So Dan Lazaro, the homie, thank you.
Dan, what's good?
Thank you, member for 12 months.
Thank you.
1 fucking year. Holy shit,
Thank
bro.
you.
Time has flown by.
Seriously.
Says the Xbox Genesis has a nice ring to. Ooh, the Xbox Genesis. Okay, that's what you were saying, Dreamcast. You answered it before I read it. The Xbox Genesis. That does sound dope because Genesis, the meaning of that word, is like basically like new beginnings, right? Or like the beginning, right? So
It suits.
that would be real dope. That would be actually fucking dope as fuck. the Xbox Genesis, or that's real cool. I like that. But maybe they'll get confused, guys. I already can hear it. They'll be so confused they won't know if it's a new Xbox or not. You know, they'll think they're back in fucking 1991 when their Sega Genesis was around. People are gonna think they're buying.
I told you Xbox wasn't gonna make any more consoles. this is a Genesis.
Yo, these fucking ponies, they're so easy to predict. Oh my god. That is hilarious, yo. Oh my god. That was good. That's good. Where was I? Did I already? I think I already did this. Yep. I did all these. I did these here. All right. I see Dova 360.
Dova, what's up, baby?
What's up, man? Thank you for being here. He says, yo, what did CMoney do to the ponies? Cat Williams was right. You got to tell C. Diddy no. What? What? Wow. That is not the type of branding that I would like to attach with us. You know what I'm saying?
No, not necessarily.
Let's move. Let's move that.
Let's reward it. You know, leave Diddy out of it.
Oh my god, that's wild. Oh my god. All right. Let me see who else in the building before we get the show popping. Nemesis is the god. What's up, man?
Yo.
Thank you for being here, bro. Oh, he says, I don't know who to believe. If the handheld ever existed and was put on hold in threat of Steam OS, why would you put Steam on the new Xbox? Interesting idea. Why would you put Steam? If you're worried about Steam, why would you put Steam? Doesn't sound the same, right? Because like what would they be worried about, right? Like what? It not like selling as good? I don't know. It seems weird for them to randomly care about that versus their own console. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would they don't care about the console sales? What the hell are they going to care about this thing in that way, right? So I don't know. Seems a little weird. Great. I mean, bring up a good point. We have the homie My Teal.
My Teal, what's good?
My Teal says hi from Ireland.
Hi, love.
Hey, thank you.
Shout out to Ireland.
Shout out to Ireland.
Yes.
Says Xbox Butter. Who is the beautiful lady? Well, that beautiful lady is my beautiful lady.
That's
my wife. Doodle. Welcome. Thank you for being here, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you for that $5 super chat, man. Thank you so much. All right. Who else we got in the building? Getting down. Jesse P in the building. What's good, man?
Jesse, what's up?
Thank you for being here, bro.
Thank you for rocking out.
Oh, shit. The FTC trial showed that Activision gets something like 40 or 50% of the whole bundle price.
Ooh.
Oh, shit. Wow. That's crazy. Well, theoretically, the idea makes sense because it's not just about selling the game. It's I'm helping you sell the box, right, at this point. But listen, Call of Duty's a powerful motherfucker. Call of Duty's powerful.
Well, gee willikers, then why not? Like, if they really get that much, like upwards of $200,
that's wild. It's a lot of money.
Do the deal. Why not? Holy shit, dude.
Facts. Agreed. I mean, that's just stupid money. That's stupid money. Why would you ever not take that? That's crazy. So Thomas corrected us. He's saying that it was the translation of what you said in French. So his name is not Lafayette. He's saying
Damn it, Thomas.
That's what I said. He is Thomas.
Yes. I found it weird, but damn it, see.
But to be fair, Thomas was in Hamilton as well. You know what I'm saying? Thomas Jefferson welcome home. I mean, it's,
Okay.
just
Okay.
saying, it's good stuff. All right, Xbox, Mr. Xbox, Tequila Trans. What's up, man? Thank you for being here.
Yo, thank you for
He says
rocking
they
out.
do that pachinko shit. That's what it is that Sega Sammy does. That pachinko machine.
Yep. And they would want nothing to do with that. And I'm pretty sure Sega still runs a lot of arcades around Japan, so I don't think they'd want that business either. I think they would just leave that to the other guys, license the games or whatever. But
yeah, that makes sense. I see Jonas the Dad in the building.
Jonas, what's up, baby?
man? Thank you for rocking out.
Thanks
with us.
for being
Thank you
here.
Appreciate you, homie. Jakester in the building. What's up, man? Rody Revenge in the building. What's up, homie? Thank you for being here. Infinite Hero says, anyone buying a Switch 2 next week? That man.
Hargeet.
Hargeet, you got to tell us all about it. Are you bringing it? Oh, shit.
Yep. Yeah, picking it up at midnight,
shit.
and then I fly out. So, yeah.
That's dope.
Oh shit! So
That's
you're not.
dope.
Hold on, because I know you guys are going to LA to next week, right?
Yep.
All right. You guys doing a show? Are you guys doing anything?
Not this
On
one.
Friday? No.
No,
No,
not
no,
Friday,
no.
but like over there, like video game related and stuff. Are you guys doing anything?
I tend to
Like-
recommend not doing anything because the whole point of it is to either do content work, right? Which you already have some IGN Live and
Yeah.
and Playday stuff, right? So you should focus on that. And then the other part is to actually just network with other people, right? And so when you start doing streaming and say, this is what Boom did last time, I'm like, dude, you're missing out on all the networking because you go back to your room at the wrong time, and that's when everybody shows up. So I would recommend against even bothering. Just spend the time on all the content work, just like when you go to PAX East, right? Just spend the time, go talk to all the developers. You're going to have a whole bunch of options. I'm not sure if you've gone through the list of available things that you can go look at as far as play days and the IGN stuff, right? I would just spend the time on that and then network. That's what I wouldn't bother doing any podcasts. It just takes away time from that. You can do it when you come back.
Yeah. I mean, we wouldn't have like any real podcasts, like at night or something when we're going back to the hotel or whatever. We might do just like a impromptu, like how the day was type of shit, but nothing like this, nothing like long form or put together like this. But yeah. So the Switch 2 though, I do know that what's the names? Cyberpunk? What's the name of the damn people? CD Projekt Red. Okay.
CD Projekt.
They're on the list of people who are going to be at Summer Games Fest, and they put out a tweet saying, I hear a lot of speculation. I just want to remind everybody that next week we're launching Cyberpunk on the Switch. So I wonder if they're going to have the Switch 2 there showing Cyberpunk.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I mean, they've got a lot of games in the works, CD Projekt Red, so they've got a lot of things they could show.
They do.
They are going to be partners with Geoff Keighley show Summer Game Fest. He posted an image with all the people who are going to participate. I mean, developers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Publishers.
He put that message saying, I see people are looking at this thinking we're going to show something new.
Yeah. So he's clarifying so that people
I just want to remind everybody
hyped
that
up. Yeah.
We're going to be releasing Cyberpunk on the Switch too. So like that's what they're going to be showing, right? So we'll see. Hargeet, are you going to get Cyberpunk on the Switch too?
That's a good question.
No, but I already played it, and I waited. I bought it, pre-ordered it on Xbox, and we saw all the issues, and I'm like, I'm just gonna wait until they patch everything. So I waited 2 years, and by that time they had the path tracing patch on PC. So I rebought it on PC because I wanted to have path tracing. So that's where I ended up playing it.
Did you play Phantom Liberty?
Yeah, everything was out, so I had the whole thing. So I played all of it.
I still gotta play Phantom
on
Liberty.
PC.
Still haven't done it.
So
damn, what a shame.
So I don't see the point in now playing it again on Switch. I still have like Switch 1 games that I haven't played yet. So I'm like, cool, I'll just play those now on the more performant Switch 2. And then I'll have Mario Kart. I'll have that. So
yeah.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. Well, I see Travis Hughes in the building. What's
Travis
up, man?
was good.
Thank you for being here, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you for being there. Says the beginning of the end of Sony.
Oh,
I mean, that pretty much is the truth, I would say. Right? I think that is pretty accurate. Makes sense to me. So yeah, we're good with that. And let me see. I see Rock in the building. What's up, man?
Rock was good.
Thank you for being here, bro. Oh shit. Says one is an operating system, which is a threat to Windows, and one is a storefront. Not the same thing. That's true. So Steam, the storefront versus Steam OS, two very different beasts. That is correct. 100%. And then the Duck of Death. What's good, man? Thank you for rocking out, bro. Appreciate you. All right. We're going to get rocking with the show. I'm the Crow. What's good, man? Thank you for being here. All right. So let's start with you guys before we get into any of the topics.
Yes.
Just overall thoughts on something that broke, which was the handheld thing being sidelined and focused. Did you guys follow that news story at all?
Yeah, I did actually, and there was a lot. Actually, I sent you the thing I sent you a DM with the part that people didn't mention. Right, it was like, right, they talk about the Xbox handheld being canceled and all of that. Uh, they put it off basically to work on the partner PC handhelds that they have coming up, like
Yeah.
the
Yep.
ROG Ally, right? And that's what they're doing. They're prioritizing the optimization of Windows 11 on these devices, which I believe that they're going to be many, many more devices coming, which is like at the end of the day beneficial for them to have a well optimized operating system. So I mean, that's one of the things. The other things they say that they're working also in the cloud, right? People don't mention in this. They're working on the next generation of cloud gaming to be closer to GeForce Now on their next generation of
Yep.
cloud gaming, which is at the end of the day going to be beneficial to who? Xbox dudes, Game Pass dudes, people like us who engage with multiple devices. And if they get it to work on the GeForce level, which is like almost flawless. Everybody knows that this service is really killing it out there. I have friends with like high powered PCs that play a lot of games on GeForce Now, and they're like, look, like, why am I going to download it? I can just go ahead and play it off the cloud, and it plays just fine, even better than the current, graphics card that I have. So what I'm trying to say here is, man, like, people are turning this into like a doom and gloom situation, and I don't see it. I don't see like how can somebody come from we're putting off our handheld because we are prioritizing a product that we are releasing very soon. How can you go from that to, oh, we're scratching it off, we're not working on it anymore, and on top of that, we're not bringing you a next generation of Xbox consoles? Like, how do you guys got to that? What type of math did you guys use? Do you guys
Right.
use
To get
the
to that
funny math
conclusion.
calculations to get there? Because I don't see it happening. A lot of people, I've seen the negativity online, or people saying that Xbox treats bad their console players, and how and why. You are playing Metaphor Refantasia right now on your service. You didn't have to pay for that, like other people had to do. You just got Doom on Game Pass. Like, I don't know why y'all feel like oppressed by Xbox if you just on the console and you don't interact with PC or any other ecosystem. Because at the end of the day, people got multiple devices. It's not like 2010 anymore that people only have one console. Like, I've seen people with like play like multiple consoles. 3, 4 consoles. They got a phone, they got a handheld, they got a Nintendo Switch. It's just crazy. So I don't know how you feel some type of way when you're getting all these games. Before it was like Xbox got no games, right? Now Xbox games are not selling. Like the fuck y'all talking about, man? Like Game Pass is there for a reason. If one of the games is not selling that well, it's because people, you know what, they chose to play it on Game Pass as well. And if a game comes out and it has 3 million players, right? That's what it is. That's the engagement of the freaking game. Whether people buy it
Or pay
you
for a
know,
subscription.
exactly, or pay for the subscription, the game is getting paid for. People don't understand that Game Pass generate billions of dollars monthly, bro. This motherfucker, these fucking games pay for themselves, you know. And I
Facts.
know development cost and all of this, but like, you know, Microsoft is not stupid. They're not gonna be losing money like that, like it's nothing. And on top of that, let me stop right there. Who gives a shit? Microsoft is $1 trillion company. I don't give a fuck what money they lose. They're great. They're
Exactly.
doing good. I gotta worry about my own pockets. So as a consumer, you gotta don't be thinking about what they doing that could be detrimental to other companies that want to charge you more money for the games. Think about what they charge you. Don't worry about like
Facts.
whether PlayStation survive or dies or whatever. Worry about your damn packets. I don't really get the whole culture of like, you know, you don't own the game, you playing on a freaking live service. So what, bro? I played the shit out of it. I beat it. I'm better than you probably are playing the fucking game, and that's it. I can move on to play another game. Like what the hell is like? Why am I supposed to 100% each game? Like, I mean, you guys are nerds, bro. Like, there's no other way. Like, you know, hey, I understand some people are into achievement hunting, but and all of that, but like, you know, physical media is almost gone completely, and y'all still complain about it. It's just like y'all need to get on with the times, bro. Master Chief can run, can slide, and can jump. It's enough of the bullshit, the 1995 bullshit that we're getting here, dude. Like, it's time to move on with the
Facts.
times, though. It is what it is. The metric that they're using right now is engagement. So stop the cap. Like the
Which
CFO of Sony
everybody's using.
PlayStation. Like, who else got to come on? Like, Jesus got to come down here and be like, oh shit, monthly active users. They, you know, they actually, like, who in the fuck got to tell
Even
you
then,
this,
they'll
man?
question it.
Right?
Who got to tell you this? Like, I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm literally quoting the CFO of Sony PlayStation, the company that you defend, sword and chill 24/7 on Twitter, YouTube, whatever the hell you go. And come on, guys, y'all need to stop it. Y'all need to stop it. Xbox is healthy. They're doing great. The games are selling. They're dropping games left to right. There's rumors of games coming this year that the people weren't even thinking about them coming this year. We eating good, bro. I'm extremely happy with Game Pass, bro. You know, I do fucking use it. I was playing Metaphor Refantatio last night. I did like an hour and a half or something. Did the intro, prologue, the first mission, and like you said, Simone, at the beginning it was kind of like dull, not dull, but I would say boring because you really had to get the backstory and the introduction of the game, but you got to give it time. And it was actually pretty good. I was enjoying it. It's like watching an anime. I was actually tired, so that helped the situation. I'm tired. I've been wall bouncing for hours, so I need something to chill. You know what I'm saying? So what did I
Yeah.
do? You know, I played some Metaphor Refantatio, you know, lay back, play the game. It's beautiful. You know, and not only that, I see a bunch of other games that people are mentioning that came to Game Pass recently, and they're good too. Another game is a Division. It's on the service. It has new DLC. So what Game Pass does for these games is that it makes it easier for people to play these games and bring others to play these games. Because now I don't have to like send a cash up to my homeboy to pick up a game that is in Game Pass. It's like, bro, do you want to play the Division? It's in Game Pass. They just put in Game Pass. They got a new DLC. Yo, bro, but I don't know if I'm gonna like it, bro. Just freaking download it. Let's have a session, half an hour. If you don't like it, then we move on and play the next thing. That's how easy it is to bring people on board. Like, there's no
Yeah.
excuses. Like, shit, like, bro. The only excuse is like, I don't have a space, bro. You got you got a terabyte internet speed.
Oh, bro.
Like, get out of here. You can download this shit real quick. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say here is like, I don't get the hate. I don't get the whole thing about like, how do you come out from the Xbox handheld being canceled or being put off because they're working on something else to they're not even making it anymore. Like, come on,
Yeah.
wait
Yeah.
for fucking people, actual people to come out here and say like, look, we're canceling the shit. And even then, like, who gives a shit? I thought nobody wanted an Xbox, and nobody gives a shit about Xbox. So watch out crying. You know, PlayStation 2's crying. Oh, the Xbox handheld. Oh, you motherfuckers be thirsty because y'all want to play Game Pass natively because y'all been playing in your cloud. In the cloud, bro. You've been playing and taking screenshots, posting it on Twitter, and acting like, oh, look, this is how ugly the games look on Xbox. But, bro, you playing off the cloud, bro. You tripping. Y'all cracked out, man. I'm done. I'm done.
It's just funny how like something comes up like this and it's like, well, you know, they're focusing on something else at the moment. And it makes sense why they would be focusing on, you know, the handheld that's releasing this year, right? And like everything comes into question, like as if they haven't proven themselves with everything that they've done and continue to do. And then you hear about PlayStation canceling like 8-10 games, and no one is doubting that they're going to continue making games and like thrive and be number one and continue selling consoles, right? That doesn't come into question. I don't understand because it doesn't make any sense to have this type of mentality. But the moment that there's an opportunity to go ahead and cause any type of wave, that's exactly what they do. And it all roads lead to the same, you know, spot, the same direction. Xbox is dead. No more consoles. It's such a desire to like put this narrative out there and try to control that, you know, that narrative from like the media and everyone on Twitter. This is just what they want. It's just, they feel threatened.
Yep.
Agreed.
It's crazy. You got supers, and then you got the homie Wet Dave too in there.
Yeah, man.
Wet Dave, what's good?
So we do have our boy Freddie Fox in the building.
Freddie,
man. Thank you so much for being here, my brother. Thank you for that $5 super chat.
Thank you.
Says it's fake hate for engagement. Tim Dong said he wasn't console warring anymore. He makes money doing console war stuff. He console wars now more than ever.
What money does he make making console wars? Because I mean, as far as I know, Destin has way more followers than him on Twitter, and he makes nothing. He's always making fun of Twitter for paying him literally coins for crazy ass tweets that he get.
Yeah, he made like $8 or something
here,
1 month.
Get out.
It's like that's real wild. That's real
but
wild.
the
That's
engagement, I agree with Freddie. The engagement and the attention and whatever, I don't know about this particularly, but like they don't care at what cost it comes, whether it's, you know, fake hate, fake outrage. It's just it's all for the same thing.
Agreed. It's really some clown shit. But yeah, that's what they do. They constantly do it, and it's unnecessary. We do have our homie Web David in the building. Thank you, my brother, for being here. Thank you for that $4 super chat. Says, can't wait to meet up with CMoney, Doodle, Hargeet, Johnny. Everyone hit the like button. Game Pass is the best deal in gaming.
Yes.
Ponies have nothing. Bro, those are bars.
Facts.
Those are bars.
They have nothing, and they don't want to face that. Right? They don't want to face the reality, which it's like it's been overdue that you kind of come to grips with what's taking place here. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. No way.
Sir X-Men?
Sir X-Men
in the building.
Let's go.
Oh, dude. Thank you, brother, for being here. Thank you for that $2 super chat. Says Church of Ponyology, Xbox for the win. Facts.
Let's go.
Great message, sir. I appreciate you, brother.
Tom Cruise at the same time.
That he what?
Scientology.
Yeah.
Kate says Sir X-Men is alive. Let's go.
Well, listen, at this point, we now know that Music 72 is actually older than Sir X-Men.
Yeah, look at that. That's wild. How the tables have turned.
Boy, Music.
Yeah. Man. Stay safe.
Doing big things out here at 72. Officially.
That's oh my gosh. That's why Music goes. He's like tired. He's always talking about how tired he is and going to bed early. Yeah, and the show starting at a certain time. Like we get it now. Music. We'll do better for you. You know. Facts.
See, Sir X-Men, he'll be 60 years old in August.
Yes.
Dude, Music got you by 12 years.
Yeah, that's a
shout out to you. Happy
huge
birthday,
gap.
Yeah, it is. That is a huge gap.
Yeah, look at Ryu. Our boy Ryu, such a good person, always looking out for
Always thinking
everyone.
about
Yeah, Music
others.
72 needs a nap.
I think he's probably asleep already.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
That's possible.
You know what I'm saying? He makes sure he gets in the beginning so he can watch, and then he goes to bed watching us.
Yeah.
Oh, it must be so cute with like the air thing that he has plugged into that tube in the container that he walks around with.
His
That's my boy.
walker.
That's
He
my
has
boy.
a little blanket,
adorable.
like the what is it, the toaster? Remember the toaster movie? She had a
No.
blanket. Do you never
A little
watch the
blankie?
toaster movie?
The
They had a
toaster
blanket.
movie?
Yeah. It was a toaster.
Like the toaster, like pop the toaster, and
Yeah. There is a movie like that, and she had like a little blanket. I mean, the kid had like a little blanket. It was Blanky or something like that, and it had like a little blanket that he sleep with. That's so funny.
Well, I don't know.
That may
I don't
be
know,
it.
but I get it.
But see, we didn't know that Sir X-Men is actually Music's baby brother.
Oh, Music Baby Brother
Yes.
is here.
See,
That makes sense to me.
there we go.
That makes sense to me.
It's all making sense, guys.
It does. It does. We got the homie Phil saying subscription service and games as a service are making more money than the traditional disc release does. PlayStation is all in on games as a service because one traditional first-party game per year can't compete with Game Pass. I mean, it's the truth. It's the truth. No matter how you cut it, it's the reality. And then Hargeet, what about you, man? Any thoughts on the handheld situation?
So first, these are all rumors. We know nothing about any of this officially. They have not released any of this. This is all rumors. We don't really actually even know if it's true that they're actually making a handheld. We're just banking on rumors, right? Now, there may be substantial rumors that might be true, but this is still all rumors. The only thing we do know about is the partnership with Asus, right? That is something they've kind of publicly talked about, right? So beyond that, right, Phil has hinted that, yes, we're doing a handheld. Didn't say what kind of handheld. Didn't say it was an Xbox handheld. Just we're doing a handheld. That's it, right? So we don't really know anything, right? So now, would it surprise me that like the reason that they don't have a lot of updates going on between Xbox and the PC engine, the PC game bar stuff, is because it's the same bloody team, and the same team is like, well, do we dedicate resources here or do we dedicate it there? Do we put it on compatibility for backwards compatibility games? Do we? So they have to kind of figure out where they want to focus, right? And if they're going to do the Windows thing, that's work, right? So they need to kind of really focus on that. So it wouldn't surprise me that they do that. That's a good thing to do. Get that out of the way, right? So that to me, this is kind of going into Windows 12, right? They're going to have some sort of like Xbox merge with Windows type thing when they get to Windows 12. But if they want to kind of set that journey in motion and work with Asus to kind of create something, or any of the other partners, then fine. That's a good thing. They should actually make that happen and make the interface good, make the experience good, right? So do the work. That's fine, right? And ultimately, that would just help them as far as doing their own, because now a lot of that code is kind of there. They can then mess with that a little bit more and make it work for whatever they want to do with an Xbox portable. But look, ultimately, I think it's all going to be the same thing. It's going to be a sort of merged Windows with Xbox. That's the direction they're going. There's plenty of hints of that out there now, right? So it makes sense to just say, hey, let's focus on that. We'll worry about the hardware piece of making a new portable hardware later, right? Because again, same team. So you just got to kind of figure out what's more important, right? So so that I don't know if it's true or not, or if it's sidelined for another year to say, look, focus on this, get it done, right? Get that out, right? And then we'll worry about the next steps, right? So all the different types of hardware, they have a cost, right? And so you have to figure out what do you want to do to make that happen, right? To make something at a portable level, they could be looking at a whole new architecture, right? So why it's a problem is, let's say it goes Android. Let's say it's an Android ARM device, right? We don't know, right? But if you really want to like compete in that world, to have low power, long battery life, but still performant, you might be looking at something like that. And if you're doing that, that is a lot of work. That's going to change like the full architecture underneath, right? It's not just, hey, I'm just taking my Series S or something equivalent and saying, hey, we'll just make that into a portable. No, we're really changing the whole architecture, right? So now you got work to do, right? So I would say that that's probably a good idea. Put that off, right? Say, hey, let's partner. Let's figure this thing out. We'll get the interface down. We'll get like the convenience factor down, right? The whole experience down. And then we'll work on making something that actually works really well. Fine, right? Again, this is all rumor. It's all speculation. We don't know anything and in actual facts, right? But then,
I mean, the only thing we know is Phil said that he wants to make one, and that it would be potentially years away.
Exactly. And again, that could be the partner device. It could be an internal device. We don't know, right? He's never specified that. We do know from Sarah that they are working on the next gen Xbox. That we have definitive, right? So, and even from the article just put out, that's still full steam ahead, right? No pun intended. But I don't I don't know that this would be a good or bad thing. I don't necessarily think they need to just flood the market with a whole bunch of portables. As I've said, this is a journey. I'd rather they be ready when they put out theirs to have a very clean, consistent interface that works. A lot of the things you have to work out is you may be in situations where there's no internet. How do you make that game work, right? Are you going to integrate Steam? Okay, cool. What if there's a little dialogue box that pops up? What do you do, right? All these little things that they need to just work out. What if it's a keyboard, mouse type of game? What is your answer to that, right? So all that stuff is ironed out by somebody else. That's good, right? So if Asus's device fails, who cares, right? Well, Asus does, but they don't, right? And that's the thing, right? So when they get to theirs, it's good to have it be kind of, a couple of iterations in. Usually Microsoft does bad on the first couple of iterations, right? By, iteration 3 is when they usually get it good, right? So if that means iteration 1 and 2 are with partner devices, good, do that. Right, get all the kinks out of the way. And then once they have something cool, they can put out their device. So yeah. I think that's a good plan. And maybe that means that the portable won't be for many years to come. They'll eventually get to it when it makes sense. Fine.
It's just, it's weird. Like the rumor, like the rumor being the new console. Like if you read Jez's other article, he talks about the next gen console being Switch-like with a dockable handheld situation.
Well, for that specific thing, right? So when they do release theirs, they are looking at making it dockable, right? At least again, all
so
rumor.
they can. So it could be. So okay, but just even as a rumor, right? So just to wrap my head around it, it could be a situation where it's one console releases, then they release a handheld that also has a dockable one.
Exactly. Right. So that will be a dockable console that is a portable, just like the Switch, right? So it's like that, but they will still have a Series X under your TV box that is just a standard console, right? So a Series X equivalent, whatever that's going to be.
Console / PC. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, merged with Windows, which allows your Steam and your Epics and all that stuff to show up. So yeah,
facts. All right, we're gonna jump into our first topic. Before we do that, we have the homie Freddie Fox warming us up for the said first topic with that $2 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Says PlayStation promoting Forza Horizon 5. Xbox One. Pony's too dumb to see it.
Seriously.
Bro, I'm telling you, how you going to let them go ahead and be the game you market your PlayStation 5 Pro with, knowing it's a 4-year-old game, admitting that you don't have any first-party games worth of damn to show off your system. Fucking crazy. We're gonna hop into it.
Yeah. Oh, we're getting into that.
Yeah, because we still got a few more super chats. But Freddie Fox, you're in the right fucking path. I could tell you that much. Our boy Do You K Now, the
Yo.
Broke Boy Insider with that $2 super chat says, gave you guys a chance. Gonna make the list again.
Damn.
Dang, he's not fucking around because he went ahead and
No.
gifted an
Let's
all point
go.
for gamer membership, man.
Thank you so much.
Shout out to Do You K Now, Broke Boy Insider, man. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate you. Y'all know what to do.
Tell him, baby.
Put the motherfucking welcome to the family emoji in the chat. Welcome our newest member, man. We appreciate you for being here, bro. Thank you so much. And it is Connor Garrity. I saw him
Welcome.
in the chat. What's up, man?
Do
you for being
UK.
here. Appreciate you.
Now
Thank
the
you
broke
for
boy
being here.
Lewis.
And
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. But then, of course, our boy Michael Guzman. I'm joining the party.
Let's
He
go.
gifted another on point for gamer membership, man. Thank
Yes.
you so much, my brother. Appreciate
Thank
you,
you.
homie.
Thank
Y'all
you,
know what
Michael.
to do.
Tell me, baby.
Put that motherfucking welcome to the family emoji in the chat. Welcome our newest member, man. We
Let's
appreciate you.
go.
homie. That member is Remake Station 5.
Oh,
Thank you, my brother. Appreciate that.
Well, welcome.
That's
And Michael
absolutely.
Guzman.
And Michael, man.
Gracias. Thank you so
sir.
much.
Appreciate you, my brother. And then, of course, Be Nice joined
Be
the party.
nice. Let's go.
All point for gamer membership. Y'all know what to do.
Baby.
Motherfucking welcome to the family emoji.
Woo.
In the chat, welcome.
Yes.
News member, man, we appreciate you.
Be nice. Thank you so
And
much.
that is hitting field goals blunted.
Oh,
Thank you, my brother.
welcome.
Appreciate you so very much.
That's so dope. Be nice. Thank you so much.
Yes,
That's
absolutely,
so cool.
man. And then
Adidas.
first I gotta let me be fair, okay? Because Do You did go ahead and do that. So, I already put it on there. Okay, just being fair. All right, cool. So we do have our boy Adidas. No, whoa, wrong one. Adidas 20 member for 17 months.
Yo.
Almost
Thank
2
you
years.
so
fam.
much.
That's fucking crazy.
That's so dope.
Thank you, my brother. Appreciate
Adidas.
you, man. Appreciate your support. Says knocking out Onimusha 2 and chilling with my brother.
Let's
that's
go.
dope, man. That's dope. Shout out to your brother, man. Hope he's doing better.
Seriously. That's wild.
So our boy Spartan 661
Yo.
says the fuck
Let's
you will.
go.
Do you K Now, Broke Boy Insider? No
She
more
said,
spot
sit
for
down,
you.
son.
You had your moment, but he went and gifted 5 on point for gamer membership.
Yo, thank you, Spartan. Yes.
My brother, appreciate you officially knocking Broke Boy off. Broke Boy's still on because he was part of the top 3 and the first super chat, but he was trying to get more spots, and Spartan did a stiff arm. And
Did a what?
a stiff arm?
Mhm.
Stiff arm.
Oh,
Football
I
reference.
thought I heard something
Chill.
else.
I was-
Sorry.
Oh man, that's real
I think
wild.
look, he heard it too.
That's real wild. No, he heard you. He heard you. But Spartan went and gifted 5 all point for
Spartan,
memberships,
thank you
man.
so
Thank you so much, my brother. Y'all know what to do.
Baby.
Put the motherfucking welcome to
Yes.
the family emoji in the chat. Welcome to our news members, man. We appreciate y'all so very much.
Thank you,
And
guys.
that is going to be Starfield Guy, Lewis, John Lee, Space Channel 5, and All Good 7.
Welcome, you guys.
Welcome, guys. Thank you all
Spartan
again
661, thank you so
for
much.
the support. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. And then we have our homie Adidas 20 back with the $2 super chat, man. Appreciate you, brother. Says salute, Hargeet,
Salute.
send olives. God damn it.
Oh, wow.
Why?
Just for you, C. Go ahead.
I thought we
Zoom
were
in.
friends.
Oh.
I guess we are not. Olives. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. That's a new song written by CMoney.
Oh my God. Look at
Damn.
Thank you, Adidas. Appreciate you.
That's a lot of olives.
He said the fuck I will.
He said, I sit it down.
The fuck I will not be on that list, yo. Broke boy.
Let's go.
Bro. Oh my God.
Even Jim came out for this
Jim
one.
came out to party. Do you not only did 5, but one more.
Let's
He's
go.
actually at 7
Thank you so much.
on point for gamer
With the
memberships.
Doom
Thank
helmet
you,
on.
my brother.
That's
Appreciate you,
wild.
homie. Y'all know what to do.
Baby.
Put the motherfucking welcome to the family.
Let's
OG in the
go.
chat. Welcome our newest members, man. Thank y'all so much for rocking out with
Thank
us. I
you.
appreciate you. I see the homie Dark Tribe, No Sir, 334 Werewolf, the Blue One, and Dennis PC Gaming, and then Victor Alistine.
Guys,
Alistine.
welcome.
Thank you guys for rocking out with us.
Okay, now the broke
Appreciate you.
boy insider.
Broke boy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. You're back. He says 5 + 1 is 6, right? Now I'm on top. Well, technically, you already had 1. That was the first one. So now you're at 7. So you are, in fact, on top. Broke boy, appreciate you, brother. Let
Thank
me
you so
update that
much.
banner. Oh, man. He's funny. Go here.
Jim is having the best day.
Jim is out to party.
Oh my gosh. Did you guys hear Shuhei out here?
Oh, yeah.
We got into that last night.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We need to get to the topics, but that was a wild. Game Pass is dangerous. Oh no, it's over. Game Pass is fucked.
But remasters are the best.
Remaster's the only way to make new games. The UK now with the $2 super chat says you're
Yo.
Spartan. Let's see it. Oh my
Oh,
wildin'. That's crazy. Appreciate you. brother.
Jonas.
Jonas the dad with that too. Appreciate you, homie. Says sippy cup ready.
Thank you.
Crocs in sport mode. Topic 1. Go. Yo. Sport mode. All right.
Got your Crocs, babe?
I'm
Sippy
literally
cup?
I do have my Crocs on right.
Sippy cups ready?
Sippy cup.
Yes, there you go.
It's pretty close. All right.
Damn, Jonas.
Let me go ahead and
He called it.
let me put this here. Okay. There we go. All right, let me get this ready. Okay. So chapter 1. You guys already heard. But the way I put it is PlayStation first party is cooked.
Oh, yeah.
Why? You ask,
Overcooked.
why is PlayStation first party cooked? Because they admitted it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Because they said, we have a brand new PlayStation 5 Pro out in the wild, and we want you guys to buy it. And instead of showing you guys one of our non-existent first-party games, we're going to go ahead
Non-existent.
and
First party
put
game.
all of our eggs into motherfucking... What the fuck happened here? Let's go back. There we go. Forza Horizon 5 PS5 Pro features trailer. You gotta listen. I'm gonna put it on, not to hear it, okay, but I'm gonna put it on right where it is, right here. It's gonna open up. I'm gonna share this one. We're gonna put it no sound, okay. I'm gonna put it like this. You just read the words. Read the words, right? This is PlayStation 5 Pro. Sony. Witness Play Unleashed with the PlayStation 5 Pro.
That's wild.
What they really want to discover vibrant Mexico with enhanced 4K graphics. Oh man, they're so happy to promote the experience next level realism with advanced ray tracing while driving. Sounds like I don't know, but it sounds like, man.
I feel like this is their way of saying, first of all, Forza is better than Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
Xbox
that this is
better.
what I'm hearing.
Xbox better.
For sure.
For sure. I feel like they basically said, yeah, fuck Gran Turismo. That Gran Turismo ain't shit on our box. Okay. Gran Turismo ain't shit on our box. I mean, for me, listen, people might take it however they take it. Okay. But I can tell you right now, for me, when I saw this, immediately in my mind, I just saw it and I said, wow, you really have no first party games to show off your box. You really don't have a first party studio in your stable that you can put a trailer together for and go ahead and fucking show off your console. That's hilarious to me. It's so funny. I find it so funny that after all the jokes that we do all the time about how shitty their first party is, as far as like not having one, right? Like them not coming out to play, coming out once a year doesn't really do it for me. And I don't think does it for most people. And so I just feel like it's like, wow, you really wanted to use a 4-year-old Xbox first party game to promote the PlayStation 5 Pro. I gotta tell you, that blows my fucking mind.
If that doesn't scream, we don't have first party games to showcase the PlayStation 5 Pro, or the pisser, as some may call it. Like, I don't know how else these developers may want this spelled out. And to also, like, out of anything they could have chosen to put over there, it's a freaking Xbox game that, you know, developers argue that Gran Turismo is the best racer out there, right? Well, Hiroki doesn't seem to agree with that. Yeah, this is not a good look. They had the state of play. They used Borderlands 4 instead of Ghost of Yote. That is so telling as to how they feel about what they're releasing this year. And this now, they have no confidence, no belief, and listen, put out there what you want, believe what you want, have the media go ahead and try to back you. But even they themselves are no longer backing themselves. They're like, listen, anyone who doesn't understand the situation that we're in, that's on you.
Dude, they're going full third party.
Yeah, this is them embracing. At first, they had kind of like, you know, the hesitation, and, you know, they put that show together. And I had mentioned, I thought they were going to showcase Doom and, you know, some of the Xbox games going to their platform. And they didn't do that. And I was like, what a waste of an opportunity. Because at that point, you got to just, you know, see what the crowd is pre-ordering and wish listing and kind of just lean on that. This is them leaning on Xbox and saying, okay, just slide it all through. We accept. You know, the terms and conditions, we're good with it. This is it. This is them waving the white flag saying you're not competing with us. You're just taking.
Baby, the Beer Baron has a question for you.
Hi.
How come no footage of Marathon to showcase their Pro? Laughing my ass off, 3.6 bill
Seriously,
for nothing.
And nothing to show for.
Isn't theirs. That's why they stole the art. That's why.
Stolen art. Let's not forget, they're thieves. They're thieves. That's wild. Stolen art and music for Marathon. And it's crazy because we've been kind of like shedding on Marathon and like, look at this. Is this really the best that they can do? And no, they can't even do that. They had to steal it.
That's wild.
So
what a goddamn shame.
The game was in trouble anyways, but now it's just shameful.
I agree. Yeah, I mean that's just a mess. But again, I mean it just adds up. Where are the games that they can go ahead and try to get somebody excited? First of all, if you guys all remember, okay, I said this when it first dropped. I told you that Forza Horizon 100% was going to be the best looking game that PlayStation had on their system.
You did.
And what did they do? They go ahead and they put Forza Horizon 5 on the pedestal to pimp out their PlayStation 5 Pro.
If this doesn't scream,
I
this
thought
is
Xbox
king.
makes crappy games. Nobody wants to play them. I'm surprised. Hold on a second. How is this a thing? I don't understand. Do they not realize it's an Xbox game?
If this is their way of clapping back, you're using our box to go ahead and sell games. We're going to use your games to go ahead and sell boxes. This was not the clap back that you thought.
But guys, hold on. This is an L for Xbox.
Oh, of course.
It's an L for Xbox to help sell their game on the PlayStation 5 Pro. It's an L for Xbox, right? Because, when you receive money, it's an L, right? Like, that's the worst, right? Like, who the fuck wants money? You know what I'm saying? Like, get this out of here. Who would ever think of going ahead and try? This such an L for Xbox, right? I don't know. I don't know if they sold that. Infinite Hero has a great point. Forza Horizon 5 sold 2 million. Isn't 2 million copies of Forza Horizon sold on PlayStation 5 actually more than Astrobot? How come they didn't put Astrobot here?
Oh, Game of the Year. Game of the Year.
How come the Game of the Year 2025? Wouldn't you want to put that shit on billboards? Astrobot 2025 Game of the Year, PlayStation 5 Pro. Go buy a Pro. Go rush out and buy a Pro. I don't know. I feel like that.
And listen, I got to go to Spartan over here. He says you're paying $700 to play Xbox games.
But don't forget, you're trading in your Xbox. That's what the Ponybots claim. They're going to trade in their Xboxes, spend $700, and then spend $100 on the premium edition of Forza Horizon 5.
I mean, that's what makes sense. That's how math works.
That makes sense.
Hey, and it's all for 5 extra FPS and 2 pixels.
Not even, because Forza Horizon is perfect perfect frame rate on Xbox. So it's the identical frame rate, which is wild.
So I was told that their Horizon Forbidden West was
the most beautiful
powerhouse. And I just started that on PC, which would be like a much better quality than whatever you got on PlayStation. And I'm sorry, I don't understand what they're talking about.
Exactly.
It is just oversaturated colors. This is absolutely like a PS4 game. There's just I don't know how they got this idea that this was a next-gen looking game. This is an Xbox One game, but it looks phenomenal on a Series X. Right. And not to mention on freaking computer, right? Obviously, PC even blows away that. But it's night and day difference. I don't understand what they're thinking. I'm looking at like the grass and the ground, and I'm like, this is not even close to Forza Horizon 5. What are you guys talking about? It is. Facts. I don't know what they're saying. Like, I think they get like caught up with like oversaturation of color and think that that's actually better graphics. It's not. It does not look that good. I don't know what they're saying. And I'm on a 4090 fully maxed, right? So I'm giving it the best chance it's possibly got. It's just not that good. And the game, by the way, she talks.
How many times have you fallen asleep? That's the real question.
Talking.
You thought Mega was bad?
3 times. I knew it.
I almost get to the point of like
sleep. Dude, honestly,
it's like the best sleep ever, Hargeet, right?
Real thing. Taking her out of the game and putting her into a sleeping device.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
seriously.
If you have a hard time sleeping, just put this on and you'll sleep like a baby. That's it.
And like I really liked the first one. And I'm like, why is this game so much worse? And like every time
I actually beat the first one.
Exasperated. It's like, and like this, and like, and I'm like,
because they seem so disinterested in their lives, bro. Like they're just all of them talking dude. Like
I don't
worst. It's so whack.
Like there's no excitement, and I'm like, why is this game so meh? Like now, granted, I'm at the beginning, but it's like it's hard to keep playing. Like I want to play it, but I was like, you're really making it difficult for me.
So, I get it.
But yeah, it's not good. Horizon is not their best like freaking IP.
New category for games, lullaby category.
Yeah.
Well, they already have like the cozy game. Why not bedtime? Bedtime game category. You ready for bed? Play this. Fucking rock your socks to sleep.
Out for days.
I haven't even mentioned like freaking Hellblade 2, which I mean, come on, they're not even in the same league. I don't know what the heck these guys are saying.
Yeah, seriously though.
prepare to see that as their next ad.
Oh my gosh.
Their next ad is going to be
The next reason to buy a Pro.
Buy a Pro. Have access to actual next-gen games on PlayStation is the only way. Xbox been having them for years already, but sure, you can finally catch up and play something that actually is a next-gen game. It's fucking crazy, yo. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, so Hargeet, what do you think? Do you see it the way I see it, or am I just,
as far as they're cooked?
Correct.
Well, so look, we've talked about their first party, and it's been somewhat disappointing, right? This generation, look, there's a perception that somehow Xbox still has no games, and I'm like, in what world? Like, first party output, Xbox literally has more games now than PlayStation does, and their aggregate meta is just about the same. And so quality is there. The number of games are there. And, I'm looking at your roadmap, PlayStation, and I'm seeing like the dust that I see in the background here. That's all I see. Whereas with Xbox, it's like just inundating. And like there's so much. We've already got so many games this year, and the roadmap is still to come for the rest of the year, right? With an unannounced game that's coming out this year, right? They've already told us that. There's an unannounced game that's coming out this year. So
I thought there was multiple.
There's just crazy amounts of content on this side, and the other side just doesn't look that good. And look, part of it is they canceled a bunch of games, right? Obviously, that's it. They also got hit with COVID after they released a bunch of games, right? So they were really close to done, and they put those games out during COVID, but then COVID hit their studios, and now they're kind of reeling and trying to figure out how to make the games come out. And it's going to be a while. So even with the studios that we think are going to release good games, like Intergalactic didn't really push people to be happy. That's not good. So like that's coming. There's going to be another game that they're making. Apparently, we'll see what that is. What is Sony Santa Monica working on? I don't know. They just released their game a couple of years ago. Maybe they have something coming in the next couple of years. But we haven't seen anything, and they haven't really given us a roadmap at all. This generation for them is going to be pretty lackluster, and people still seem to have this perception that PlayStation has the better games, and I'm like, what games though? like what games? I don't know. And when you look at the output, they have like a lot of sequels. And those sequels tend to not be as good as their originals, right? So I don't know. Like, there's a few new games. They have, what is it? The Saros team. What was that? Returnal. Which, okay, 500,000 people played that game. That's really it. Like, they don't have a lot of new games, and it's not exciting. If it was exciting, they'd have showcases. But when they've had showcases, nobody's cared. Their new games are things like Marathon that nobody gives a crap. Even that is technically a sequel because Marathon existed before, but nobody seems to care about that. And then you've got Fair Games. Okay.
DOA.
And then you literally have DOA. That was another new IP, and then that went nowhere. So I don't come on. What do they have that's exciting? Gummy bears? Is anybody interested in gummy bears?
Oh my gosh.
Gummy bears. Because that's what you got.
Hold on.
Gummy
You're
bears.
telling me you're not excited for team looking for group?
No, I'm not. Yeah, sadly.
Oh, God damn.
The purchase of Bungie was possibly the single most disastrous purchase in gaming history. I mean, it absolutely destroyed a top tier publisher in PlayStation, and they now look like crap. They went in and told them your games suck. There's this funny thing, like King David, he keeps saying like funny things, and one of them is that Xbox or Phil worked with Bungie as a a poison pill to go over there and destroy.
Yeah, I said that a long time ago.
Yeah, you've been saying that from the start.
They send them in. At the beginning, yo.
And I mean, it's funny, but it feels like it's true. Like, because how can you like totally destroy everything they're doing? All the studios they bought are pretty much dead, right? All the ones that Jim Ryan bought, they're pretty much gone, right? So you're like, okay, how is this possible? They basically destroyed everything. They killed factions. They killed Spider-Man whatever the multiplayer they had there, Twisted Metal, on and on. They killed all those, the ones that people actually wanted to play, and then they killed all the new studios. And they kept Concord, which was a bunch of ex-Bungie people. Kept Team LFG, which again is a bunch of ex-Bungie people in a new studio. It's just insane. How is this even a thing? I don't know.
Can't make it up, man.
Is anybody going to be interested in the next Horizon game? I mean, I literally am trying to push myself to play that game, and that's not a good place to be. Like the first game, I couldn't put it down. This one, I'm like, I'm bored. All right, let's.
And considering
like,
their pattern
why?
where they just continue to get worse and worse as it continues, I can't imagine that if they made another one that it's gonna be any better than the second one, or
And the
even
next one's
reach.
supposed to have multiplayer. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
you're gonna do a multiplayer of that? Okay, whatever, dude. Like, I don't know. So are they cooked? Look, they could fix it. They could fix it. But it's not going to be easy, and they're not going to get a lot of investment, right? Sony is going to be very reticent to do any investment in this company, in the PlayStation part of their company, because they just spent billions and got buckets for it. They basically got destroyed. So I don't see them saying, "Oh, you want another 2? Can you make me 2 billion first, and then we'll talk?" I don't think it's going to happen. So their best bet is this. It's going to third parties, and a big third party for them is Xbox, and bringing their games over and saying, please play Xbox games on our platform. That's basically where they are. I don't know what else to really say. If they had a good showcase that says, here's the enthusiasm, this is what you should come here for, I just don't see it. Unfortunately, they don't do it. So maybe they have a bunch of games in the works. Show me. Show me. Give me proof of life of anything. I don't see it. You've got Wolverine that we haven't seen in a while, but we have it out on PC already because it leaked, and it's not all that good so far. But hopefully it changes. I don't know. And then you've got, Intergalactic, Saros. What else do they got? I don't know. I'm just not sure what to really think. On the other side, they've got Yotai that's coming out this year, and hopefully that's good. I hope it's good. So hopefully that'll be a good game. And what else? That maybe that's enough if you were in the early 2000s, right? That's cool, but you're not in that world anymore.
No.
You're competing with two major platforms in Xbox and in Nintendo that routinely put out 10 games. What are you going to do to compete with that? You have to have anything.
They're not. They're not gonna.
They just can't.
That's the thing. They're not. They're not.
Can't.
They're showing you. They're not trying to. They're showing it. They're just like, you know what?
They're giving in.
We'll release our one game whenever we release it, and we're gonna make all of our money on our store. It's so funny because Porter Rock clipped us and spent a whole lot of time talking, about what we were saying, right? So he was play us and then talk about what we were saying. And everything he said, his only response was always about consoles. No matter what we were talking about, it's always about consoles. That's the only angle that they have. And it's like,
I mean, I don't know what that means. What does that help?
But what exactly? But he also brought up how they made more money than they've ever made. But think about this.
In revenue, but not profit.
Yeah, but
and there's the problem.
but the bigger thing is, where did they get that money from? Had nothing to do with their first party. Nada.
Not just that, but how much money have they wasted on their first party? They're still spending the money with all these canceled games, whatever has gone into that. And then games like Concord and Marathon, where they've invested heavily and now they're not going to make any profit from it. So what does that all mean? That's all money that they need to bring back in somehow.
Exactly.
Yeah, and recoup.
Yeah.
And they're predicting that their revenue is going to go down next year. So, and not a small amount, significantly down. So what do you say then, right? So now it's not growing. Now it's declining. When you get declining, that's not a good place to be. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Like it's not. It feels like the Xbox One when it started its generation, where it had a whole bunch of decline, a whole bunch of crap, right? And then they had to dig out. But understand, Xbox had Daddy Microsoft. They don't have that luxury at Sony. Sony can't bail you out. It's not going to be as easy to get bailed out.
I mean, obviously, Xbox is bailing them out to try to push this PlayStation 5 Pro, right?
Hey, they're doing the same thing they did for Apple. They saved Apple back in the day. They're doing the same thing for PlayStation.
Yeah, they're saving PlayStation.
Literally
saying,
Microsoft.
Maybe that works.
Forza Horizon.
Captain Sevenho, Microsoft.
Captain Sabo.
I mean, hey, yeah, and maybe that's the plan, right? To keep them around, to keep them limping around, so that they can continue to buy stuff and say, "No, we're not killing PlayStation. Look, we're giving them everything. They're making money."
Not only that, but using those boxes.
And they get to use the boxes that have been sitting there stale, with cobwebs and shit on them. Now they're going ahead and say, "Oh, okay, well, why don't we put our games on there since people actually seem to give a shit?" And you know who agrees? Sony, because they've decided to put Forza Horizon 5 as their fucking mascot.
And a bundle with Call of Duty,
That's
right?
wild.
And bundling Call of Duty.
Exactly.
What the heck, right? If you're going to keep making
That's the
Xbox
truth.
you, but
Were
why
the
not?
developers bragging about them bundling Call of Duty that somehow, they spend the money, but look at what they're doing with it because of the money that comes in from it. Exactly. You don't leave money on the table. You snatch it all up. Come on, man. These are the opportunities that they saw when they went ahead. And yes, it's not Call of Duty, the reason why they bought ABK, but this is how you go ahead and milk that. These are the opportunities that they have from what they did.
Facts.
I mean, if Microsoft was failing at what they're doing, why are they a $3.4 trillion company? They're the top company on the planet.
Exactly.
It doesn't make sense.
You know what's funny? You can literally delete $3 trillion off of Microsoft's books, and they're still worth more than twice as much as Sony. And that's deleting $3 trillion. If they fuck up, if they just fuck up their entire world at Microsoft and they lose $3 trillion, they're still in a better position.
And then they get upset when we say that they're not the same and they're not looking at PlayStation as competition.
All these things, babe, and all they say is, but let them to cancel sales. You're concerned that PlayStation has the console sales. You gotta look at the sales
at this
of the
point,
console, man.
At this point, you could probably take the value of just the Xbox division, and that is probably the equivalent of Sony, all of Sony.
Yep.
So that's just a reality at this point.
Xbox,
Right? Look, they bought $70 billion of ABK. They own that. That asset is theirs. $70 billion, right? And do we think that's gone down in value or up in value? It's likely gone up in value. And then you got Bethesda.
Well, it was already worth more to begin with, and then it's gone up in value.
Yeah.
So you probably got 80,
Xbox
90
by
just
itself
there. And then
worth,
you've got the rest of Xbox, which is probably a good 30, 40, 50 easily on its own, right? And
that's
so you have this massive thing, which is probably the equivalent of Sony's market cap. That's
so
Xbox
division. Is fucking with Sony. Sony has their little baby PlayStation underneath them. Like, hey, shut up.
And they're not done.
People are talking.
Perhaps Sega's coming. Perhaps
my God. I need to see him, man.
I don't. Go ahead.
It doesn't stop. But But Demo, before you hop in, because I want you to get your bars in, but we do have the answer. If you remember, Do UK Now Broke Boy Insider went ahead and said the fuck I will, and he did 6 more memberships.
He did.
And Spartan only had 5, so he beat him and took him off of the list and said, Spartan, your move. And Spartan said, I'll show you the fuck the move is. And went ahead and gifted another all point for Gamer memberships. So thank you so much, my brother. Appreciate you. He's officially taking the top spot.
Let's go.
Y'all know what to do.
Tell him, baby.
Put the motherfucking welcome to the family emoji in the chat. Welcome our newest members, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all for rocking out with us. And that is dun 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 is going to be Heavy Core Project, James Thomas, Micah Ford, Stage on X, and Nocturnal Mission Chaos 4374. Thank
Welcome,
you
you
guys.
guys. Spartan 661. That's so dope
Spartan,
of you. Thank you
appreciate you,
so
homie.
much.
Thank you so much, my
Thank
brother.
you.
And then Michael Guzman follows up with another
Michael!
membership, man. Thank you so much, my brother. Y'all know what the fuck to do.
Tell him, baby.
Motherfucking welcome to the family of Mode. In the chat, welcome our newest member. That, my friends, is John RPG. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate
Michael
you, brother.
Guzman.
Michael,
Thank
you're
you
the man,
so
bro.
much.
Thank you so very much.
Love.
Then we have the homie Gil Lee Han.
Gil.
$2 super chat. Appreciate you, fam. Says,
Thank you.
My niece loves Lego, but cried when I bought her the hoe.
Oh.
Lego the hoe. Damn. That's real wild.
Yo.
That's real wild.
That's wild.
I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I understand. That makes sense to me. And then you do have the homie Torino Johnson. Thank you, brother, for being here.
Torino.
Member for 5 months.
Thank
you
you,
so much, my
love.
brother.
Thank
Says,
you.
Forbidden West is the new Hudson Hawk. I don't know what Hudson Hawk is, but I'm
was
pretty sure.
I don't know why it would be the same. I don't know. Hudson Hawk's a movie. It was Bruce Willis.
Well, maybe he found it to put him to sleep.
Oh, what was that movie, babe? Every time
The Day After Tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
We've never watched The Day After Tomorrow, but we've started it 45,000 times.
Seriously.
And we would always just fall asleep and wake up the day
after
tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just the way it would work.
Oh my gosh, every time.
It was
like, yeah, today's the day. Every time, just
today
out cold. Never watched a movie, saw the beginning.
God.
Like
absolutely
8 million times.
South Park had such a fun time with that. They had like their episode was the day before the day the day after tomorrow. So it was like tomorrow, and then they're like, no, it's 2 days before the day after tomorrow. That's today.
Oh my god,
they have so much fun. South Park is so good, man.
Yeah, it's a
show. That's real wild. So Demo, apologize, man, but thank you. Go ahead, hop in. What do you feel when you see this? Do you see the same thing as us, that PlayStation clearly has no first party content that they can pimp out their PlayStation 5 Pro with?
Well, man, this is a story of Sony PlayStation right here, in a nutshell. Look, guys, this is it. They got nothing else. Like, and it goes to shows that marketing your console with a supposedly you're up or your opposition, right? Video games might seem like a flex, based on what the Sony PlayStation fanboys told you about, like, hey, we got
how they want it to look.
Right. But the reality of it is, like, it makes Sony PlayStation look bad. You're marketing Xbox right on your console. Believe it or not, at the end of the day, this is an Xbox game from Xbox Game Studios, and you're showcasing the power of your console with that type of game. What does that mean? Like, why don't you pick up the God of War or something to showcase the power of the console, and you have to resort to other games? And look, there's really nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. I feel like it's okay. It's another video game. If you look at it from a neutral point of view, it's just another video game. But when you out here telling and talking about how Xbox sucks and all of that, and you market the games for your graphics, what does that tell you? That goes to show that the games got quality, right? And they don't have anything to show you the power of PlayStation other than Xbox games. They don't have Sony PlayStation games to show you the power of the PlayStation. Now, you can argue that they're Stranding 2 and all that, but how come they didn't do it with that? And they did it with Forza. They bundle it in with Call of Duty. Everybody's how come Xbox doesn't sell Call of Duty with the Xbox and in a bundle? Like, why? You got Call of Duty on fucking Game Pass, dog. Are you dumb? Are you really like I don't really get it. You got the game on Game Pass. Every year Call of Duty will release on Game Pass. So I don't really get why would you want to buy a bundle with Call of Duty in it. I'd rather buy another game, to be honest, and have if I'm going to buy an Xbox and it comes with a game, I want it to be something else, not Call of Duty that is already guaranteed for me. Because I obviously use Game Pass. So the way I see it, this is just Xbox displaying his dominance in the gaming space and PlayStation showing a lot of weaknesses. Especially here for this summer without a showcase, without no participation in any of these summer shows. I hope that they can come and show something in the summer because it's a done and they allow Xbox to continue to run and get ahead the way that they've been doing it. I think it's going to be problematic for PlayStation to catch up not only in content but also in value for the customers. And that's just that's just the way I see it. Like there's really nothing out there in PlayStation that is of value. In fact, the only one thing that they had pro consumer, they just canceled it, which was like the reward system that they had, which was like not the best, but some people used it, and it was good because at the end of the day they were giving something back, but now they even took it away. And now it's just like, I don't know, it's not looking very good over there. I cannot recommend people to go ahead and buy a PlayStation now and be like, oh yeah, like you should go get a PlayStation. It's the shit. Like, I'm gonna be like, if somebody asked me, because a lot of people ask me usually in the comments, usually during live streams, they ask me, what should I get, a PlayStation and an Xbox? And I don't want to sound like I'm selling an Xbox and I work at the store trying to sell you the Xbox, but the reality is like, fuck are you gonna go get on the PlayStation? That's right, they do have their exclusives that supposedly you can have nowhere else, but they all in PC. You can play all of them via GeForce Now. Trust me, you don't really need Twitch reflexes to play Horizon Forbidden West. You can play that shit literally half sleep, and go through it because it's not that demanding of performance or latency, things like that. So I just believe that the real reason why people buy a PlayStation is because of the exclusives, and now they don't have it. So what else do you have to offer? Now, if you offer me a good price and you offer me a good discounts in your store, and your peripherals are nice, and your hardware is not too expensive, and it's cool and it's reliable and all that, I might fuck with you. But when we're talking about PlayStation Plus, which is similar in price to Xbox Game Pass, and they give you nothing, it just like it just doesn't work for me. It just doesn't work for me. Um, and also I cannot recommend it. I cannot recommend it. To be honest. Nothing against them. If you like PlayStation, go ahead and play whatever the hell you want. Don't take my word for it. Go ahead and spend your $700-800 on the PlayStation 5 Pro, whatever the hell you want to do. That's your money. But I'm just telling you, bro, it's bright in the other side. Put those $800, right? And let's say you're gonna get PS Plus. That's not that's not $800 in your PlayStation 5 Pro and in your base of the PlayStation 5, your disc tray, your controller, your little thingies that they sell you, all the peripherals. It's about $900 that you're gonna be spending, plus not PlayStation Plus subscription. You over $1,000 already, plus the games that you have to buy, right? Because those games are not on PS Plus. Like they literally take away God of War and for Horizon Forbidden West and all these games, The Last of Us, from the service, so they can sell you the same game more expensive in a newer version, right? So I mean, when they do shit like this, it's really hard for me to go ahead and root for them because they're really not giving anything to you, the gamer, right? And obviously, if you like the hardware, if you like the controller, if you like their games, really like that, because I mean, there's real fans out there, go for it. But don't come over here and try to like spit in our food and tell us that it's bad. Because I mean, we're not gonna fuck with you. It's okay. You can play whatever the hell you want. But when you come over here and say some shit, some stupid shit like Xbox is that dead, or I hope that Game Pass fails. The other day I reposted these clown James or whatever on Twitter. He said, ha ha ha, Doom and Indiana Jones flopped. They didn't move the needle for Game Pass. And then some other people down there in the comments that were talking about, oh, we really hope that Game Pass flop, and we really hope that Game Pass disappears. Because it's bad for gaming and all of that, all the shit that they saying. And it's like, why? It doesn't not affect you how you consume your games on PlayStation, whether I have Game Pass or no. Now it makes you jelly as hell that I'm playing Metaphor Refantasio, and you've been talking about it all year, right? But you haven't fucking played. You've been talking about Astrobot. You haven't fucking played because you didn't buy it, dude. It's right there. The numbers are right there. So you cannot tell me that Indiana Jones flopped because Disney came out and freaking fucking Bethesda came out and they said that they were happy. Like, so who are you gonna listen to? Xbox Gaming and Reforged Gaming, or you gonna listen to the fucking people who actually made the fucking game, and the people who actually own the IP like Disney.
And the people
So-
moving forward and
Yeah,
wanting to go ahead and make another game, right?
Exactly. So why
Exactly.
do
I
you
To
think
spend
I
more
think
money.
it
Why
doesn't
would they do
matter
that?
if you want to run out there and claim that something failed. When they're moving
Yeah.
forward and making another deal and wanting to make another game, I think that speaks volumes, and there's nothing anybody else can necessarily say. But it's just, at what point do you sit there and you think that as a gamer, where you're looking to get quality games, you think that your argument should be how many boxes they have out and how much money they made? What did they do for you? What did they bring to the table that benefited you from spending money on that box? Because you already spend your money. So more people buying the box doesn't equate to anything, right? Other than PlayStation themselves having more boxes out there. Where are your games to play? At this point, they maybe would have been better off, because you see this and you're like, okay, they're promoting the PlayStation 5 Pro to play what? Xbox games? When I can what does that say about your first party? If these are the games that I'm coming to your box to play, why don't I just get an Xbox and sign up to Game Pass? Right? I mean, that's logical. The mentality makes sense. This mess does not.
Dude, it saves you more money to own both consoles. 100%.
Absolutely, to own both consoles and have Game Pass, and then go ahead and be selective with whatever you want to buy on PlayStation. If it's Ghost of Yotei, which, by the way, they absolutely have no confidence in, if it's that you're looking to buy, or Intergalactic, whenever that ends up coming out, which you guys have spoken, you said your piece, you've said how you felt about the game, so you can't say that and be upset that they're making this game and then use it as ammo for your battle. Like, oh, well, Naughty Dog is working on Intergalactic. You already said you don't give a shit about that game. So what are you bragging about? You're not going to play it. It's ridiculous. I think, great. I see what they're doing. I see why they're doing it. And I understand the position that they're in. But in order to keep, some type of integrity or just anything, put The Last of Us in there. Promote your PlayStation 5 Pro with that bitch again. Bring that back up. It is not a good look for you to go ahead and grab an Xbox game and say, this is what we have here, and this is the reason why you should buy the Pro.
Big facts. I can tell you right now, they like to talk shit about Xbox games. These games are failing, but we get sequels and new games from the studios all the time, right?
You can't have it both ways.
I'll take this failure versus your failure, which is Concord shuts down.
Game over. Game over.
Marathon stealing assets. Fair games being played the first time outside of the studio, and they fucking fired the bitch who was fucking working on that shit.
Bears.
Yo.
Gummy bears.
You got gummy
shut
bears
down. People getting fired.
Team looking for group. I'll take our failure versus your failure.
Absolutely.
All right? Let's put it that way. Go ahead, Devil. Sorry to cut you off, man.
Yeah. And I noticed that it's just the new era, right? It's just okay, when you play dominoes and you shake everything up, and then when you start a new round, this is it. This is a fresh start for for Xbox. And of course, I love slapping dominoes down. So I mean, it's just like a new beginning, and people got to understand that, gaming is advancing in different ways, and we're gonna see new advancements right now that they're gonna make console and gaming in only one device, exclusively obsolete, because of the way that software is gonna be connected with each of these devices, and I believe that's what Xbox is doing. It's trying to unify in one device, in all devices, make software work, and that's what they, improving Windows. So, I mean, there you have it. I think this is fun. This is fine that that they're doing it with Forza. I don't see it in a negative way, but at the same time, like from the console world perspective, this is kind of weak because you would expect them to have something from their studios, first party studios, out here displaying the power and the new technologies of Sony, right? Not Microsoft, because I
Yep.
mean they already been doing this. So now we're gonna get the PlayStation 2s, saying that it looks better on PlayStation, that it looks crispier, all of that. But okay,
But that
the game
doesn't
is
even matter
5
because
years
we know
old.
exactly what the pisser is. We know
Yeah.
exactly what the pisser is. We've heard about it. We saw the downfall. They came out here and said it. They themselves cannot stand by what the developers wanted the pisser to be, right? Or what they made it out to be. Like, yo, hold up. That's not true. Stop spreading lies. Exactly. Thank you, Hargeet. It's flop station.
Flopflation.
Listen,
Flopflation.
this is a freaking, it's a disaster. We know the box ain't it. And for you guys to say this box, the game that will look best is this 4 to 5 year old game, right? Because they make quality games that actually look good no matter what trash box you put them into. I mean, come on, man.
Facts. Well, listen, I think it's pretty clear now that we're all on the same page. Overall, I think this is just it's embarrassing that we've gotten to the point with PlayStation where everything they've tried, they failed with, and the stuff that is still coming is clearly following the same roadmap of everything else they've done. We had God of War on PlayStation 4, then we got Ragnarok. The same game, same tech, same everything, just a new story, right? Spider-Man 2, same shit, right? PlayStation 4, Spider-Man 1, PlayStation 5, Spider-Man 2, same tech, same everything, new story. Now, Ghost of Tsushima and Ghost of Yotei, same fucking thing. PlayStation 4, Ghost of Tsushima, PlayStation 5, Ghost of Yotei, same tech, same everything, just a new story and a new protagonist. They're just going down this same road over and over again. We've seen Wolverine, the start of that, how they're literally just basing it off of Spider-Man and then just trying to change the character and build off of that, right? Like, it's just PlayStation is literally in such a ridiculous place that, again, to promote their PlayStation 5 Pro, they didn't use Gran Turismo, the game that Digital Foundry will tell you is a better looking game pound for pound, is the way they would phrase it. The details of the car is the cars look better, whatever bullshit that they'll tell you, right? That's what they'll feed you, because we know they love Sony, right? But Sony said, nah, fam. Sit down. What's his name? Ken Yamaguchi, the guy who makes Gran Turismo. He was like, yo, sit down, bro. We're good. We don't need your pro patch or whatever it is that you did. It's not going to cut it. Forza Horizon 5 is going to be our new sales tactic that we're using to promote PlayStation 5. That's wild to me.
Yeah.
That's wild to me. So it's fun times. Can't wait to see how they position Hellblade 2 when it comes over there. See how that'll
push some boxes.
That is going to become the dominant game, right? That'll promote PlayStation. It's going to be a fun time. All right, let's move on to the next chapter. I do have it here, ready to go. Let me go ahead and get my stamp. Let me get my stamp. Here we go. Bam. 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 All right. You already see them. Next chapter. We're going to have a fun discussion.
Oh my God.
So, Reforge is back with more words that he loves to say. So, Astral Cyborg clipped them. I'm not even going to read Astral's shit because it doesn't matter. Let's just listen. So, the idea here is he somehow feels like the Xbox handheld being sidelined for a bit so that they can focus on the software equals it's canceled, and then they should just cancel everything, right? Just the whole thing. Let's hear what Reforge got to say, and then we'll have some fun with it.
Helps them cope, I guess, and it proves that they still don't care about gaming since some of them can't move on. Yeah, I mean, the discussion ended as soon as we heard about the big three, Forza and then Gears, and we all know that like the teetering tower of Halo is about to just go boom and land on PlayStation. We know it's coming. As soon as that happens, it's like, brother, what are we even talking about here? You just became Sega. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Like everybody's going to either move to PlayStation or PC, and this is all connected to the Xbox handheld strategy. It's like,
so real quick, just to be clear, they already announced Gears going.
Yep.
Forza already went.
Yep.
Hellblade got announced.
Yes.
Going. Indiana Jones went. So
Gears
just so I know.
Too.
Yeah, they announced Gears is coming, right? So to be clear, Microsoft has just announced that everyone has left Xbox. They've thrown away their consoles.
Oh, yeah.
And they have moved on to PC and PlayStation because the only reason they bought an Xbox was not to play games.
No.
Was not to have an output for fun in their lives, a way to relax and enjoy themselves or to experience.
Anyone who bought an
fun
Xbox
stuff.
or is signed up to Game Pass, that it doesn't matter.
No.
I mean, they're going to close up shop.
They're going to cancel it.
Yeah.
They're going to sell it, and they're going to say, you know what? I'm such an idiot. Like, can you believe I was actually paying $20 a month to get all these games when I could have sold it, paid $700 to get a PlayStation, and then I could have bought all these games individually, ranging from $40, $50 to $100, and never saved any money. You know what I'm saying? I could have done that.
Yeah.
Man, Reforge,
again,
he's such a smart guy.
yeah. But you don't have access to all the games over at PlayStation that are in Game Pass. Yeah. Just the ones over there. But those you leave behind. You don't care about those. You just don't need them, right? It's just just the ones that have been announced and have been released so far. Yeah, that's it. That's all that matters. That's everything.
Facts. Let's continue.
it's like they could be severely reconsidering their hardware strategy.
Oh, for sure.
Everybody,
They would.
I'm saying this generically, large swaths of players are going to leave Xbox hardware over the next 5 years. They're going to leave.
Over the next 5 years.
What are you
I thought they were done already.
You can go to PC and get Game Pass for cheaper. A bunch of people are going to do that.
Just to be clear, has that not have always been the case?
It's always been the case.
That PC Game Pass
but now it's when they're leaving, though. Because
but now they're going to leave.
Yeah, it's now. Yeah,
because
the
games going to PlayStation.
Is when things, that turned it all around.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
got it. Because all the pony bots left too, right? The ones that were crying. You don't see them talking about Xbox.
Apparently,
playing Xbox.
I mean, the crying, it's just for a little bit. They come right back.
Yeah.
You know, but that doesn't matter.
They go away and they're like, you know what? I'm done. I quit.
But I still got Game Pass in my box.
I'm back, guys.
I never left.
I never actually left.
Those are pony tears. Yep. Look, he's got it right there. Pony tears is what those pony rods are crying.
Yeah. Facts. That's
yes.
100% what it is. All right, let's continue.
can go to PlayStation and you can get PlayStation games day and date and not have to wait, and you still get the Xbox game.
Okay, hold on, but real quick, I forgot. So PlayStation. I'm so stupid.
What PlayStation
I forgot
games?
that you cannot buy a PlayStation if you own an Xbox, because clearly, if they wanted to play those PlayStation games, man, they were forbidden
forever
from
till the end of
buying
time.
a PlayStation.
Didn't we just say that it would be cheaper to go ahead and buy an Xbox, sign up to Game Pass, and also buy a PlayStation and buy those exclusive games? That would be cheaper than buying a PlayStation and paying full price for all of these games. We did establish that, right?
It's so
because
fucking crazy because it's so fucking true.
The idea is that you can go to PlayStation, and I mean, let's not act as if they have this fucking lineup of first parties, right?
How dare you bite your tongue? Are you fucking shitting me? Fucking fair games? You're not fucking pumped for that shit? Gummy bears?
Because I'm a gummy
marathon?
Is my gummy bear?
Are you? They gave you a roadmap. What are you talking about? Sell your shit. Sell your fucking Xbox and turn on your PlayStation, okay? Because that's all the good shit.
Xbox is dead. Because Xbox is dead. But yeah, so apparently you're gonna go and magically you're just gonna want to buy all of the games that they've ever made, and you have plenty to play. Because that's the narrative. If you come into PlayStation right now, or you have the backlog that you're paying full price for, you should be Gucci Gooch, right? So
facts.
Just doing the math for you guys.
Yeah. Let's continue.
Games. Both of those options are pretty good to anybody who feels like, man, Xbox really turned their back on me. I'm saying this under the heading of,
to be clear, I just want to know. Sorry, I hear words. I'm like, oh wow. So Xbox turned their back on the people who buy an Xbox because they put their games somewhere else as well.
Yeah, I didn't know, but this is a problem. I may have missed it. Hargeet, did you sign a contract? CMoney, did you guys sign a contract that said all Xbox games must never go to other platforms? Did we not? Did I fucking miss it?
I think we did.
I did sign a contract when I bought a PlayStation 5, though, and then they turned around and stabbed me in the back and put them on PC. And then I had to sell my
those motherfuckers. And then they kept promising us games, and then they kept canceling the games.
Yeah, something about organic growth, and we believe in generations. What was that all about?
Okay. Organic growth. He was talking about the drugs he grows in his basement. You know what I'm saying?
It was a total waste of money for me to buy a PlayStation 5. Thankfully, I sold it early enough that I got some of it back. But yeah, that thing was an absolute paperweight, useless piece of trash.
Seriously,
it had no value to me. Seriously,
it still is. I still hate looking at it. I do. I hate staring at it.
I'm still playing PS4 games on PC. I still haven't bought one freaking PS5 game on PC. They have Spider-Man 2 and Returnal, and I didn't care. So up to now, I bought PS4 games. I could have just kept my PS4 Pro and kept playing those PS4 games. PS5 is an absolute useless console.
Agreed.
Damn.
I mean, that's pretty damning, but it's the truth.
I mean, for the reason that people say, like their identity, they lost it. It's exclusives, first party games. None of that is happening. Literally 0 games coming out. Ghost of Yotei in October is the only game they gotten from the first party in-house PlayStation studios this year. And they're not even getting it on PS Plus. They had to drop the $70. I'm not saying the game is going to be good or bad, but is it going to be worth $70? I mean, a lot of games like Doom just face a scrutiny now because they were $70. So, I mean, we're going to judge you and we're going to measure you with the same measuring tape that you be measuring us. So this is how it is, bro. This is karma, and you're getting all of it in full effect. Sony PlayStation got the weirdest karma ever, and I feel like it, well deserved because they've been douchebags, right? throughout the whole, and it's just the truth. The way that look, if anything has really shitted on Xbox players, is PlayStation ecosystem and company. They really went out their ways to block games from coming to Xbox. So the fact that some of you Xbox guys are saying that Xbox is taking a shit in your mouth and going over to PlayStation to get puke in your mouth with shit and pizza and all of that mixed up, and still come over here and try to be like, oh yeah, I'm making the right move. Like, no, get the hell out of here. And Reforge, yeah, everybody's going to PC already. It's been happening for a long time. That's what PC is the biggest fucking platform in mobile. And mobile is growing. People are not even talking about it. We talked about here on the channel. Mobile is growing. It's crazy now, the graphics that these new chips can do. The Dragon, what is Snapdragon, is going crazy now. Bro, the technology is advancing in a way that, PlayStation and Xbox, both consoles, even Nintendo, they're gonna get it wrong for the money with when it comes to like the mobile and the PC market. And the games are not lying, dude. The games are the numbers. I'm not lying. PC gaming, it is what it is. I suggest you to get a PC better than rather than two consoles just to play PlayStation exclusives. Like, just get your damn PC instead of buying an Xbox for $600 and a PlayStation for $800 and more, and plus buying games and peripherals. Just get your damn PC. Get you a decent build for 2K. All that money that you think you're spending, you are going to save it on games. Like, Steam got crazy sales. Epic Game Store right now is giving away 2 great games, Tiny Tina Wonderlands and Limbo, for free. You know what I'm saying? It's like, game smart. Don't be a fanboy. Game smart. At what point does it make sense, and what type of gamer I am? Am I a gamer that cares so much about graphic that I'm gonna get bothered by somebody telling me that a game looks better on a PlayStation? Then why are you doing it in an Xbox? And what are you even doing on PlayStation? You a graphics guy, go to PC. Go to fucking PC. Then you can complain. Just get you the best there is. Get you that 5090 with the latest, you know what I'm saying, Ryzen CPU, and that's the call it a day. You can do that. But if you're gonna be a console gamer and you so focused on being a console gamer, I only play on console. Well, this is what you get. You get what you get. It is what it is. And look, some people are happy with it, and it's fine. Some others want more, so they go ahead and get more. But don't feel any type of way because you decided to be in a certain ecosystem. What I'm saying is, enjoy what you have. What you can afford. Don't be listening to anybody telling you this is good, this is bad. Go do your thing, dude. Do your thing. You don't have to like overwatch everybody's how the game. Oh shit, you playing this game at 30 FPS. Oh my god, I would never. Like, but you're not the one playing. The person playing is the other person. He enjoy. He doesn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? Like, Facts. It's like, okay, bro, why are you with her? She's kind of ugly. She's fat or something. Like, bro, you're not the one who has to fuck her. You know what I'm saying? So, you get what I'm coming from? Like, enjoy what you already have. Every console I believe is worth having because at the end of the day, you use it to play video games. So even a PlayStation is that's all you have. Enjoy it and treasure it. Like, you don't have to like listen to Reforge and be like, oh shit, I gotta go, or us and be like, oh shit, I'm gonna throw away my PlayStation, because that's really dumb. You're throwing away something that you bought with your hard-earned money, right? Over something that somebody else said that it affects you in a way that it shouldn't, because this is your shit. Like, I don't care how you feel about me having a PlayStation or an Xbox or me playing video games on the phone. You're not the one playing. So mind your damn business, dog. And yeah, a lot of people are going on PC, but not to PlayStation. Trust me. Like, it's literally out there. People rather buy a PC. A lot of people went on PC in this wave when the PlayStation 5 Pro, got announced, because a lot of people were like, bro, hold up. I got a PlayStation, a 5 fat, which I'm not going to get rid of because I love PlayStation. I have I'm gonna get the PlayStation 5 Pro because I do want to play with all the frames, all 60 of them, even though my PlayStation can do the same shit. And I want to play on Xbox because I do want to play Game Pass, because now it's not exclusive, now it's Game Pass. These motherfuckers be playing on Game Pass. They be saying Game Pass is bad for the industry, but they got Game Pass. Griforge right here, he got an Xbox. Fuck, he's talking about. He's got Game Pass, bro. This is dumb as hell.
He
Dude.
must not be one of the ones selling
He's not
his
gonna sell
Xbox.
his.
He's
He's
not
not gonna
selling
sell his.
shit.
He's not gonna sell his.
This is the truth. He's not gonna say.
Did he-
How come he doesn't unsubscribe from Game Pass? How come? Ask him why he's still subscribed to Game Pass. Why?
Oh, we're definitely gonna talk about that too. We're definitely gonna talk about that too.
Come on, bro. Stop
So-
the cap,
Didn't they
please.
drop the
Stop the cap.
I thought I saw somewhere they dropped like the price by $50. For was it the Pisser? I saw somewhere that they
Yeah, they have
they're
the
dropping
they have the
price,
sale.
right?
They have their days of play sale. So the PlayStation 5 Pro is $650 now, and GameStop is doing like $350 for
The trade-in?
Their trade-in of the PlayStation. So
For
people are
upgrading,
picking it
yeah.
up for like $300.
That's $300 too much.
Facts. But this is the way, right? This is the way. But let's continue because he ain't done. We got some more. I mean, we're not doing this whole thing, but the first few minutes are pretty good.
Mac, what's up,
What's
love?
the point of Xbox hardware once folks start doing that? What's the point? Imagine, let's just say over the course of the next couple of years, there's like 1 million people that decide to go to PC and do PC Game Pass, right? They're like, it's a better price. It's cheaper. I can get day and date on PC. Oh, and this coincides with Windows 11 optimization for gaming on handhelds as well, because then people are going to start buying the handhelds and being like, oh yeah, I can just game here and I can get Game Pass here. I can just get Game Pass on my PC. So what I'm saying is they're leaving Xbox console hardware to land on like an Asus Steam Deck. Or
Just to be clear, he said 1 million people. So 1 million people out of what is Xbox at now? 35 million, 40 million.
Well, if you still
somewhere around
count the
there,
Xbox
30.
One, or I don't know if we count that or not, but that was at 60 plus whatever the heck Xbox Series is at.
Yeah, so Xbox Series is like 30 mil, maybe 30, 35. So he's saying that Xbox is in the game with 30 mil because they had around this amount before they put any games anywhere. So with this amount of consoles, they were fine. They were going to make another console. But he's suggesting that 1 million people will leave.
Yeah, and that's gonna.
So you go from 30 million to 29 million.
Change everything.
And now Xbox says, hold the fucking phone.
Oh yeah, we're done. We're cooked.
29 million is all we got left. We had 30, now 29.
Yeah, because
We're out.
hey, babe,
Shut it
calm
down.
Listen, you don't understand pony math.
I don't
1
understand.
million, it's greater than 29
It is
million.
greater than goddamn.
So understand?
Point,
Yeah,
bro.
come on, man.
Doodle's
You got to
a
keep up with
fucking
these
point.
scallopers. You can't.
Holy shit. Holy
You got to dumb
shit.
it down like all the way. All right, that's the thing.
Wow.
That's what they're
That's
getting.
what it is.
So that's why that makes
It's
sense.
the pony math. It does make
Yeah.
sense to me now. Yeah, Microsoft would definitely
Yeah, they're
shut
done
everything down for a
Yeah.
million versus 29
Mhm.
million.
for sure.
or PC.
Mm.
Let's just say 1 million people do that over the course of the next couple of years, and then another million go to PlayStation. Okay.
Oh, 2 million.
Oh,
You just start to see that exodus take place.
Mhm.
Xbox has got to already be internally saying, we're selling less than the Xbox One gen. That was
So is PlayStation 5, by the way. PlayStation
Yeah,
5
they're on the
is
same
selling
boat.
less than the
Yeah.
PlayStation 4 gen, but they're going to stay in the game because they're just
I mean,
They're a
it's
store.
PlayStation with no first party,
No
but they're
first
gonna
party.
everybody's gonna stay there for sure
everybody's
because
gonna
that's
stay
what
there
makes
because
sense.
it's a store, right?
Yeah.
People like Walmart.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
you know, bunch
I
of
get it.
people.
I get it for sure.
that was already considered a failed gen. We're failing worse. Why would we do hardware again? Not only that, you've
So wait,
put-
why is it
You know-
considered a failed gen?
Because they're selling less than
They're
they
selling
sold last
less,
gen.
even though PlayStation also sold
Even though
less.
PlayStation is also
on
selling
the,
less.
yeah, but that one doesn't count, babe.
That
That one
doesn't
doesn't
count. You can't
matter.
use that
No,
one.
that's not less.
You can't use that
You
one.
know?
What?
Mm-mm.
Okay, whatever. It's not a failed gen. They did well enough. I don't understand
Exactly.
why it's a failed gen.
Oh yeah, and I mean they have the most profit that they've ever had. They're the biggest they've ever been. But
I mean,
sure,
think of where
failed.
they started with the Xbox One, where people were like, what? We're not buying it because it has a camera and it's going to spy on me and you want to pay extra for it and like, go away. Like, they still sold 60+ million. That's a very good console sales level. I don't know what the heck he's talking about.
Well, because again, I promise you, Demo nailed it earlier. The show is coming. And they know
they're freaking out.
That what's that in Game of Thrones, right? We never watched it outside of the first episode, or I think we got to the second episode.
Yeah, we did.
But what's the phrase they always say that it's like, what's coming?
Winter.
Something is coming.
Yeah, the winter is coming.
Winter is coming. Yeah. Winter is coming. That's
so June 8th is their winter.
Their winter.
It's like Oliver, like, oh shit, it's gonna get cold.
They're not.
We were ready for this storm.
There's gonna be the red wedding for them. That's what it is. Winter's coming, and the showcase day is red wedding.
Oh man.
Yeah. Again, like this is the crazy thoughts they had. Again, Microsoft. Like this is how little they really know, and this is why the people who follow them, sadly, are in a bad situation. Because it's funny because Porter Rock spent the whole time.
Yeah.
Porter Rock spent the whole time telling his people that all of you guys watching right now
are being misinformed,
idiots.
Yeah,
because you're being misinformed with factual information. You know what I'm saying? You're being misinformed, so I apologize. But this is what they do, right? They spend this time trying to find a way to make themselves feel better about the situation. And their situation, for their people who are in that chat to feel okay, is to go ahead and tell the world that no matter what anybody says to you guys, no matter what, you don't gotta worry about it. PlayStation sells the most consoles. That's it. That's all they do.
And Xbox is dead.
That's all they do.
It's dead. It's over. They're not making a new console. So that makes them feel better. The idea that Xbox is not going to make a new console. So that's so that they stay somehow. It's panic talk.
So, and just to be clear, just so I know, like, if there was a person who sold illegal substances, and that person had a huge network of people to sell illegal substances to, who makes out better? The person who is selling the illegal substance, or the person who is supplying him the illegal substance to sell?
I'm going to go with the supplier.
I think it's the supplier.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because there seems to be only one supplier on PlayStation that is delivering at a constant clip, and that seems to be Xbox. But let's continue with, Pony Logic. We got like another couple minutes, maybe. We'll see. But like that'll be the max.
Exodus into overdrive by basically saying we're going to put our games everywhere. We don't.
By the way, I love this. I love that motion.
Oh, yeah.
Don't have exclusives
There's a lot.
anymore.
It's good.
Like, do you see what I'm saying?
No.
Like,
we don't.
I can't
I would
see
bring
what
up
you're
them
saying.
getting out of hardware in the past, and I would get absolutely mocked and eviscerated by people for saying that. I'm like, but why would
don't
they?
worry, you still
What's
are.
the point of staying? Now, again, this came from understanding what they were doing. Like, I heard what the CFO said, and I heard what Satya said, and I said, dude,
it's funny. They hear what the
Did
CFO
you
said
hear?
and what Satya say.
Yes.
But they don't hear what Sony's CFO and Hiroki.
No, they don't
say.
hear a damn thing.
No
They don't
console
hear
sales.
anything
Stop
from
talking about
Hiroki.
console sales.
Yep.
Please stop talking about console sales. They don't mean shit. MAU is the only thing that matters. They're pleading with you to stop your bullshit. Just like Mark Cerny had to come out and plead with you guys to stop pretending like the PlayStation 5 Pro was the next coming of Christ. And instead, it's just merely a bump. Merely a mid-gen bump. Does nothing extraordinary that
some
the
may
PlayStation
say
5 can't do.
unnecessary.
Some may say we shouldn't even have made it, but
It was the hardest thing we've
They
ever
had to come
made,
out.
so we're gonna have to upcharge you, and we're gonna have to sell this shit. But yes,
telling you, this is
Oh.
it's just funny to me. It's funny to me. All right, let's see.
Dude, I think hardware is done.
Oh,
You
hardware's
start
done
moving
now,
your games
guys.
to other platforms, you're
No
going to
Xbox.
erode the consumer loyalty to the box. And then you start saying, well, everything's an Xbox. What the They're eroding the need for the console at every
they're so
at every
ignorant
turn.
that they don't understand that their PlayStation is a motherfucking Xbox.
Facts. They also don't understand that when the fuck has Xbox come out here and said, hey, you should go buy a PlayStation?
Never.
No, right?
No.
So the people who follow Xbox, are they getting news that, hey, you should go somewhere else? Or are they just getting news that they're getting dope ass new games in their Game Pass
That's
subscription?
exactly what they're getting. And for those people that, don't want to buy a console, get a Fire Stick. Just options.
But you know who's
you fucked up and you bought a PlayStation and you don't want to buy another console right now. We'll bring you the games. Go ahead, go play some of these games. Go have some fun because we know you're starving over there, right? There is such a thing as making the wrong decision, right?
Facts. You know who is pimping out a different competitor though? On their own channels in a major way? See, PlayStation just seems to have been putting Forza Horizon 5 out in the public eye, showing, hey, look at this game. You should buy a PlayStation 5 Pro. Funny how there's only one side that's actually doing the pimping.
It's a one-sided thing.
Yeah, that they're pimping out the games
but
for us.
That doesn't mean that they're not making, that they're out of the business of making games, right?
Yeah.
No more first parties for PlayStation, right? Because
First
look at what they're doing.
dying.
Look
First
at what
parties
they're
where they're
doing
dying,
with
for sure.
Forza. But that doesn't. We're not going to read into that.
No.
Yeah,
We're gonna read into him. Let's see.
They are. Like, if there's no longer exclusives, if everything's basically an Xbox, and they've made Game Pass cheaper on PC than for day and date, homie, they're basically flashing a sign in your face,
homie,
telling you to get off the console.
Did you see that sign?
Which
Where
sign?
they're telling you to get off the console?
Oh, I didn't read the sign. I didn't understand it.
It's funny because from what I've seen, it's all about if you're not on the console, there's other ways for you to access the games. I don't think any rational person is going to say, I'm going to sell my
They're kicking me out. Guys, they're kicking me out.
Said that they don't want me here anymore. You know what I'm saying? Let's see.
I
thought he had like a
Steam.
I was going to
that's
stop
another
here,
thing
but
that's
then
probably,
I think
I'm here to tell you,
there you
I
go.
think they're backing a losing horse by doing that. I think Steam OS is going to become the de facto for handhelds. I don't think.
Oh, funny. Fun fact. PlayStation is supposed to be making a handheld.
They are. Remember?
But Steam is going to be the de facto. So Reforge is telling his people right now
that for Xbox.
That if they want a handheld, then they shouldn't buy the PlayStation handheld that will be coming out at some point.
Well, I mean,
they should go to Steam. So they should also move to PC.
That's the overall message. Yeah.
They should also move to Steam. Got it. Okay, Reforge, I see your play now. I understand.
I don't think anybody's going to want to deal with Windows. I don't think
nobody's going to want to deal with Windows. Except Windows is the biggest fucking platform with the most people who use it every fucking day of their lives. But who's going to want to deal? Who's going to want more people game on Windows than any other device outside of probably mobile? I don't know if mobile is competing with that yet, but
mobile's bigger, yeah. But yeah.
Okay, so outside of mobile, nowhere are there more people who game than on Windows. Not Steam via their Proton fucking pack. No. Windows. More gamers than everyone else except for mobile. But they won't be able to do it. They won't be able to do
Not so much.
Got it. Just want to make sure. Just want to make sure.
Microsoft doesn't have the chops to make their software compelling, is what I would say.
They don't have
They're
the
too
chops.
they're too utilitarian.
Is he cracked
too-
out?
Their history is just
This
very,
is where
like,
you see a little
tool-based,
smoke come out, 'cause, like,
utilitarian, ship it, we'll
he's-
fix it later.
Is it the coffee
You know,
that
their
fucks him
contract
up?
policy-
But check it out. This is what I want you to hear. He just said that they don't have the chops to handle software, right?
No.
This is where you're going to see the
The
and everything
hypocrisy?
smoke
I
come
don't
out.
think they
Watch.
stand a chance. SteamOS
Watch.
is going to be so much more lightweight and easier to manage and easier to make appealing and good and also catered to gamers. I don't know. That feels like another losing battle to me. That feels like another losing battle. Just publish. Get the frick out. I don't know what you're wasting your time.
Oh,
for
oh,
with
just
this.
publish because
Just
the-
so
okay.
they still want the
Got
games.
it. They want
still
the games. Got it.
Just get the freak out.
Got
Why?
it.
Why does
Just-
he want that?
Just Xbox fucking die and get out of the way, but keep giving us the games because we want those. That we want, right? But I thought their games ain't shit. They ain't shit.
Yeah.
See?
So they want them to stay
They're
in making.
they're not
games,
good at anything.
But delete the console
Hmm.
for what purpose?
This is some funny shit, bro. This is
So
some
that
funny
PlayStation
shit.
can live because
Dude,
they see
what?
the death
This is
coming
some crazy
upon
shit.
Isn't
their
it crazy?
shit. That's what
You
it
hear him
is.
to get out. Get out. This
That
is what I
was
said. He's
the
wishing
most-
for Xbox to leave console.
That was the most genuine moment he had saying to get the fuck out because that's what they want.
Yep.
They hated. This is
hate
such
it.
a problem. Game Pass is not a problem for the industry. Game Pass is a problem for PlayStation. Game Pass is going to become a problem for Nintendo. They are going to get affected by this, right? I told them over and over, putting games on PlayStation is not a W for PlayStation. Look at where they are now. They need these
Exactly.
games. He wants the games to still be around, right? Because he knows damn well that PlayStation is not putting out anything, or at least not anything worth playing.
Facts.
But they're gonna put on Marathon. Marathon ain't shit. They're still gonna do it.
Oh my god. Wait, but that moment will still come. This is another moment to
I mean,
hear
and
for
again,
sure.
and again, if you're going to go to the market in a couple of years and be choosing between an Asus that's got Steam OS on it and an Asus that's got Windows on it, man, I'm here to tell you, you already lost that fight. You did. Your Windows, man.
Isn't that already out right now? Don't they already have the Asus with the Steam
Yeah.
OS on there that you can buy?
Bro,
I think they've announced. I don't know if it's out yet, but yeah.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
say this. Yeah, I mean the UI and the operating system and all that. Yeah, whatever. Who gives a shit, bro? At the end of the day, what you really want to play is games, bro. That matters on a PC in which you actually do work, and use things like PowerPoint, editing software, etc. But to play fucking games, who gives a shit, bro? That's what I hear people complain about. The Xbox UI is clunky. Like, bro, how much fucking time you spend in the UI?
It's so stupid. It's so
This
stupid.
is freaking
It's so
dumb,
bullshit.
bro. Play the day. Oh, the PC Game Pass app is not optimized. Yeah, it's not optimized, which is why I don't spend my time in there. I spend my time. I click on the game, literally kill the app with my task manager because I don't want nothing running in the background when I'm playing. Are we stupid or what? What the hell are we doing, bro? I'm getting mad, bro. I'm getting mad. And dude, this guy, he finally revealed himself. And Reforge, I like you better like this. Be straight up. You hate Xbox, bro. You hate a plastic box. You are affected by the way people play games on a different plastic box than they want. You want people to play games in a plastic box, and then you get mad because people choose something else. And this is like, go ahead and seek help, man. Honestly, this is a sickness. Shout out to Island Gaming with Jay. It's a sickness. That's what he said.
Yo!
What's up, man? Thank you for being here, man. All right, well, listen, I promise you that we're getting to. I'm waiting for the one
There's a
moment.
stigma.
He's gonna
You're an
say it.
operating
Watch.
system.
He's
You're-
gonna say
you're
it.
Microsoft Office and email and cloud. Bleh. Like that's not gaming. That's not appealing. Steam,
Oh my God.
Steam OS. People get a look at it in the store. I don't know.
Watch. He's gonna say it soon. I
What's the
remember
point
hearing it.
at that
Right.
point. Especially if you're just publishing your games in Steam anyway. You're just publishing your games in Steam. Just make money in the Steam OS. Where's the money in it? I don't understand. How much money are you honestly going to make on an Asus ROG OEM that's got your branding on it? You're not supposed to say the quiet part out loud. Some of these Xbox console owners are going to reframe everything you're saying, even though you're 100% correct here. I don't understand what the end game is. It's like, just admit defeat, say you're a publisher, and get on with it. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Why are you continuing to hold out everybody's hope with this? Like, that's why I put canceled with a question
Just like
mark.
they
It's
still have hope that
canceled.
PlayStation's going to bring out first-party games.
Facts.
Got it. Okay.
Facts. Just stop hoping.
Just stop hoping.
Just stop hoping. PlayStation's telling you that they're barely making them. Relax.
Dude, their own handheld. I think they're going to see that it's way less expensive to just have somebody else make the hardware for us. We'll make the software better.
Watch.
They are a software company. I'm not saying that Windows can't be improved. I'm saying the consumer perception.
What? Hold on. He said they couldn't do it before, right? As a software, because they were just a software company. But now they're a software company. They could. Let me just hear it back.
Not so smart, huh?
Let's hear it back.
Own handheld. I think they're going to see that it's way less expensive.
Let me
to just have somebody else make the hardware for us. We'll make the software better. They are a software company. I'm not saying that Windows can't be improved. I'm saying,
interesting.
Isn't it crazy how much BS people can feed you by just talk?
Yeah. Out of their ass.
Like, I just hope that my prediction happens where PlayStation just literally becomes an Xbox, where they just take Windows and just make it a freaking Xbox. And I'll just be happy watching all of their faces go, eh?
I can't wait for every phase of it. You know what I'm saying? I hope they do PlayStation like Abby did Joel. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
not quick.
Oh,
not fast. Not
just enjoy.
I want to see every stage of what this dude and all his other peers are gonna do as every moment unveils itself. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. E-Rank sums it up real good. Cocaine
E-Rank
is a hell of a drug.
Seriously.
Holy shit. All right. He continues on for like a whole bunch more in this clip, but this is where we're gonna stop with his participation. Obviously we got off a lot of the bars that we were saying throughout his moments, but the fact that these dudes are out here, and it's not just him, right? He's just echoing what the others also feel, and they also do, which is coming out here and saying that we hope Xbox goes away.
Yeah.
Now, this is the thing. What purpose? What purpose? What purpose would it serve him if Xbox went away?
He can get his
I have no
chat.
idea, because we saw a minor amount of that, right? Where, there was this perception that Xbox is not in the console war thing anymore. And what happened? PlayStation jacked their prices up. Now it comes out Nintendo and Xbox is actually still kind of competing, and they're starting to see that, oh crap, their games actually matter. And what happens? There's a discount. So ultimately, competition is always the best thing. You want that, right? And so I don't know what their value is. And so the only thing you can say is that anybody who thinks that way is just doing console wars. They really don't care about games. They care about somehow, for some reason, PlayStation's existence, which I don't even understand. But okay, fine, whatever. Also, there's a lot of stupidity in this. There's an assumption of a static world, which is not the case. Everybody changes things all the time. And the way Microsoft is positioning themselves is going to make things very interesting for PlayStation. A lot of things they're not seeing are the way that stores are going to become open. And don't be shocked when the Xbox store shows up on a PlayStation. And when that happens, what the heck purpose does PlayStation have? At some point, you're going to have the same discussion in reverse and say, well, gee, Xbox is going to have all the games. Their store integrates with Steam, with Epic, with Twitch or whatever, not Twitch, itch.io, right? Yeah. And then GOG and whatever, right? And so you'll have one store that has access to everything. You buy it there, you have access everywhere. Or you could buy it on the PlayStation store and have access to it just on that one device. Which one's the better value? This is going to change things. It's going to happen, and they're just going to have to deal with it. The other problem is there's the assumption that the hardware is going to be locked to being just a console that is a one-time thing. That's going to go away too. They're already doing the partnership thing, and that's going to be the direction. And they will give you a device, but they won't lock it to themselves. They'll leave it open to anybody, including PlayStation. So the world is going to shift, whether they like it or not. The thing that people want is what Microsoft already has. So Sony's out there yelling, we want MAUs. Guess who has the MAU crown? It's Xbox. They have that.
It is Xbox.
So
it is Xbox.
Which world are you guys in? Who's making the money? It's a funny place to be that you think that Xbox is irrelevant when I'm seriously look, if you think PlayStation is so relevant, why is it I couldn't sell that 30th anniversary? It's still sitting in my freaking living room because nobody wants the fucker. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants it. It's that pathetic. Nobody wants it. The PlayStation has stopped selling because it's shit. People don't have a reason to buy it. That's why it's slowing down, and it's slowing down a lot. So where's the massive enthusiasm? I don't see it. I see the reverse. People are starting to say, well, why don't I get an Xbox? Look at all these games. And what's that Game Pass thing you're talking about? It's going to change. Like, it just is what it is. And it's not relevant that the games or the software is everywhere. Why is Windows still tops when the software is everywhere? You can run it on Linux. They don't care. So why isn't Linux taking off? Well, gee, because people like Windows. That's just it. It's just that simple. If you make it compelling, people will come.
Exactly.
Facts.
It's that simple.
It's crazy, but that's 100% what it is. It's just that simple. But this is the bullshit that they feed. You know what I'm saying? This is the ridiculousness, and they all follow like sheep.
And you think, oh, okay, well, why would they use Windows? Windows can fucking run their PS3 games. None of the PlayStation 4 or 5 can. But Windows can. So when it's a freaking Windows machine, guess what you can do? Actually do the shit that you fucking PlayStation morons couldn't figure out. Is actually emulate all your games, and your entire library is available to you. That's why you do it. Because which company actually knows how to do virtualization? It sure as shit ain't Sony.
Facts.
This is the world. Deal with it.
This is a funny thing from Reforge, because I mean, if you think about it, what is the next generation of Xbox trying to do? They really trying to blur the lines between console and PC. So the fact that he's saying that everybody's gonna go to PC, what does that tell you? At the end of the day, who owns Windows? Bro, come on, this is so dumb.
Microsoft.
Yeah, and if
win
everybody
either
goes
way.
to PC, what do you think they're gonna get? They're gonna get Game Pass. They're gonna get the operating system, Windows OS, and they're also gonna get, Office 365, Copilot. They're gonna get Microsoft Edge, Bing. All the Microsoft products are already in there. So what Microsoft is doing is try to bring everybody to a unified ecosystem so that everybody can access the products and be more worldwide, right? I don't see nothing wrong with it. People with consoles, they feel some type of way, but I have a console and I don't feel no type of way. I have people and friends who only have the console and then they're happy as hell playing, and that's fine. But like I said, if you really want more and you really want to squeeze the hell out of the Xbox ecosystem, get on with a PC. It is what it is. It's still an Xbox. Somebody said on Twitter that they wanted a Super Series X, something Pro. Literally a PC, bro. You don't really need a Pro. Get you a damn PC. Like Hargeet said, get you a 4090. I know it's expensive, but that's what it is. That's what's hardware is. No console is gonna be cheap and give you that level of performance. It doesn't happen. They had to use things like the Pacer to put some makeup on their games, and it's not the best way of doing it because it's not raw power per se. It's just like it's really nothing. It's just like an upscaler, So everybody to PC. Microsoft still wins. Xbox still lives on PC. Read a little bit. Xbox, PC, Game Pass. Like, look at it. Everywhere to go is not just Xbox Game Pass. It's Xbox, PC, Game Pass. You got events like last week was a Halo Championship. It was sponsored by who? PC Game Pass. They are on PC. Xbox is PC and vice versa. So the fact that people are going over there to PC, what do you think it is? To consume Microsoft products. They're not going to PlayStation, that's for sure. Whoever it is out there trying to upgrade and they sake of Xbox and shit, they're not going to PlayStation. Lots of these people are just going to PC, be like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go to PC. That's what I hear. And well, you're literally doing the same thing. You're going to PC, of course, fine, but you're still on Game Pass. You're still with your Xbox account playing the Xbox games. You still have access to your library on PC to an extent, right? Because not all of it is available. But I mean, Xbox is actually working on it. Microsoft is actually working on getting all this backwards compatibility and making all your your items in your library available for you to play whatever the hell you go, man. So I mean,
Facts.
What is it that you want? What you want from Xbox, and this is what I think. People want Xbox to kill PlayStation and be like, you know what, fuck you, PlayStation. They want no competition. They want Xbox to dominate and be like, you know what, no games, everything exclusive. Imagine if Xbox has all these games coming and they didn't end up going to PlayStation and they didn't open their minds to putting their products somewhere else. Like, where will PlayStation be? They will be done with no hopes of getting back up. You know what I'm saying? Done. But Microsoft is like, okay, we can kill them or we can use them to our advantage. So this is exactly what we're doing.
See the thing, Demo, about that, and this is why the conversation ends up being so stupid from these ponies. Because, like, yeah, Xbox has less consoles sold, right? But we've talked about it many, many times, right? Because Xbox is not the zeitgeist console, right? It's not the console that is just out there all the time, right? Because of that, the people who choose to buy Xboxes tend to be a little more of a core gamer, right? There's more core gamers on Xbox than there is on PlayStation because simple, they're choosing Xbox, not just following the trend. God bless you, my love.
Thank you, baby.
So over on PlayStation, this is the thing. We talk about all this stuff, but at the end of the day, even if Microsoft didn't put any games over there, right? No matter what the scenario is, the vast majority of boxes that exist for PlayStation are either one, not turned on, or two, are sitting there with people who are not paying for online access, and they're sitting there playing Fortnite. And you know what they're not doing? They're not spending a dime on microtransactions. They're using any free skins they get from Epic. They're using the generic one. They don't give a shit. They're just playing the game and they're not spending a dime. Okay. So the fact of the matter is that the vast majority of people who own a PlayStation don't do shit with it except play free-to-play games that they don't have to have the service for.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is. So we're still only talking about a small group of people over on PlayStation that even care about other games coming out. And frankly, you know, this is why we talk about the fact that when they do the average and it's only, you know, 1 or 2 games per person on average that people buy games, that's why it's so detrimental for PlayStation first party that Xbox is bombarding their system with first party games because they're taking the slot that one game they're planning to play would have had. And I'm not saying that the game won't sell. I would assume that it would sell. It's one fucking game a year. These guys, I would assume they show up for it, right? But the point is that they're going to sell less than they would have if Xbox wasn't in their building.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just the reality of what it is. Anything else on this scenario over here before we move on?
Let me see if I can find
Get him out of here.
a comment. Hold on.
You're looking for a comment, babe?
Yeah. My girl Zena says that these are all the stages.
All
Of
the
grief.
stages of grief. Yo, I mean, it's the truth. It's the truth. They're watching this
Yeah.
ship sink and they don't know what to do. And again,
Nasty.
like I want to make it clear because I think maybe people are too stupid out there when they're clipping this or they're looking at this and then they're going to talk shit. No one's talking about the platform. Okay. I don't believe PlayStation as a console is going anywhere. They already established themselves as the zeitgeist console. They are 100% happy being a store. Okay. The part that runs that portion of it is they're out drinking, they're living their best life, right? They're getting bonuses, they're living it up. The person who shit the bed is the person in charge of first party, because first party can't do shit. They moved away from where they had some people, and by moving away, they've lost people who don't give a shit. And games like Astrobot that were the highest rated game of the year, blah, 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 they didn't sell a motherfucking thing on that box because first party doesn't matter on that box. And that's just what it is. So Xbox putting all their games over there, unfortunately for them, has made it even more apparent that no one needs PlayStation first party. If they could find a way to release all their games that they working on, the next God of War, whatever that shit is, whatever all their major studios are working on, if they can find a way to have them come out with all those games this year and then make their next game and have all those games come out next year and then make their next game and come out the year after that, then maybe we'll be talking. But no matter how you cut it, 1 game a year is not going to do shit. 5 games 1 year and then 5 years of no games is not going to do shit. So at the end of the day, they are literally watching their first party studio that they claim to love and is the reason why they own PlayStations and why they bought a PlayStation over an Xbox to begin with are nowhere to be found and a shell of their previous selves. I mean, and that's really what we've seen consistently from what they've released on the PlayStation 5 so far. And, you know, sucks for them, but kind of is what it is, right? All right, before we move on to the next chapter, we do have Torino Johnson coming back at you.
Torino!
Hargeet, with bars. He says Hudson Hawks, a running joke in film and TV industry. The movie puts you to sleep immediately. Even Bruce Willis regrets doing that film. Horizon's worse than that. Oh shit.
Oh
gosh.
Damn. That's a problem. Then we have the homie Dave Reezy.
Dave Reezy was good.
Appreciate you, my fam. Says F Sony, F PlayStation, F ponies. That's all.
I
Peace.
mean, I get
succinct, clear. I like it. The homie Space Shot in the building with that $2 super chat. Says, definitely grab those PlayStation exclusives like nada. Nada indeed. We do have our boy RC Polygons, who has become the biggest super chat of the night.
Let's go.
He is now
Thank you
forever
so
emblazoned
much.
on our banner
And ever.
until the show is over.
Yeah.
And so thank you, my brother, with that $10 super
Thank
chat.
you.
Says, if Xbox at the showcase announced that they will be buying Sega, oh shit, that would bolster the brand overall, since you would then see Sega right next to Xbox. Maybe we can get a Sonic game with a real budget. That would be fire.
That would be awesome.
And
you know, if that happens,
bring
you know what's
Sonic
going to happen.
back.
The next thing is Persona 6 will be out there, and they'll be like, this game's a 7. Because, like, you know.
Oh my God. You're right. Absolutely. Absolutely right.
Those games that
Absolutely
are like
fucking
mid-90s all the time. It's a 6.
Game of the Year nominees.
Dude,
No longer.
boring. It's boring. It gets boring after
Yeah.
a while.
Oh, yeah. I have
Outta
that clip
here.
too.
It's
but-
Outta
turn-based.
here.
It's boring.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Crazy.
They're so full of it. RC Polygon
RC.
back with another $10 super chat back to back. Says, how can Sony compete with Xbox owning 7 publishers? Xbox Game Studios, Bethesda Software, Activision, Blizzard, King, Sega,
Ooh.
and the Angry Bird devs. That's another publisher that Sony can't
Rovio.
use in their showcases. Yep, Rovio.
Because if they buy Sega, they'd get Rovio.
They get Rovio. Oh, shit.
That's wild.
Angry Birds about to be coming to Game Pass.
I know.
And then we have our homie Forza Legend.
Yo,
Madu.
what's
Thank you, my brother,
good?
for being here, man. Thank
Thank
you
you
for
for
that
rocking
super chat.
out.
Says,
Thank you
I
so
feel
much.
these pony bots are toxic to the community. Yes, they are. They are. It's sad because they splinter the community because they think the self-importance that they have, where they think that they're have this fucking direct line, like Phil Spencer's looking at their fucking tweet, like, oh shit, that's what he said. Come on, man, let's change this shit, guys.
Start taking
Fuck
notes.
this. We fucked up. This guy right here. There's nobody person fucking told us that we fucking dropped the ball and we what is it?
Let's pick that
stepped on a
ball
rake.
back up.
You know what I'm saying? We stepped on a rake again. Fire everybody. Hire this guy because
Where
he's
all these
brilliant.
ranks come from? We
Like,
keep
come on, man.
stepping on them.
Like you're like, stop, dude. Stop.
It's crazy because this is just like all opinions and it should be for fun, and they just suck the life out of it and think that their opinion for some reason has some type of validate. Like it's just an opinion. It's
Yeah,
not
dude.
that big of a deal.
It
You're not
really isn't.
speaking like facts, right? You're not working for them. You don't know. You talk their numbers, but you don't really know what the heck is going on in there. And it's really sad that it's just gotten to the point that some people think that that's just their full-blown identity and that their word is Bible.
Facts.
Bro, imagine if Sony PlayStation disappears. Like, what are they gonna do? Like, I don't know, man. It's just crazy. If Xbox disappear right now and they don't make any more games or sells any more console and shit like that, like we'll still live because we'll still speak about freaking games, dude. You know what I'm saying? We speak about video games, the experiences that we have when we play these games, how we feel, right? When we play these games. These motherfuckers are not doing that. They're just console worrying. And I know we've been like, clowning PlayStation as well, of course. But it's like, we're just out here to, show them the reality because that's exactly what it is. They are giving a lot of misinformation to the public, and people like him, then others that got bigger platforms and big channels, and they utilize it to like shit on on consoles or devices, making feel people some type of way. Some people get self-conscious because it's like, oh shit, I might be in the wrong side of the coin because I have an Xbox. And I feel like everybody that's big and shit like that shits on Xbox and they call it shit and all that. And
That's such a big problem.
Right. And it's like, come on, bro. Even if Xbox doesn't have an exclusive, you still get Game Pass. You still get their games. You're still able to purchase, third-party games. You're still able to enjoy the console, the peripherals, everything like that. That really encompass video games. with any console, any device. So some people love playing retro video games, and they're still playing PlayStation 1 games and Super Nintendo games out here with the Game Boy, and they having fun. Who am I to tell that they, oh shit, why would you play at 30 FPS or 25 or 15, whatever the PS1 originally, did? It's just like it doesn't make sense. It's their experience, it's their right to choose how they want to play the video games, and you are nobody to tell them what's right and what's wrong. So we are here
100%.
to
Exactly.
uncover the truth about these Sony PlayStation fanboys, and also like to bring you back to reality and tell you the truth. Like the reality is Xbox is ahead of PlayStation, and that's just a fucking fact. Look at this year in games alone. Forget about the other thing. This is all about the games, okay? Who got the most games coming out this year and next year and the one after, and possibly for the whole decade that we got left. What games
And
are
that
hidden?
doesn't get brought up enough.
What games are hidden? Let's bring the facts on the table. Like what games are
Facts.
hitting, right? What games are making the round? What games are being talked about? Who's being talked about the most, right? And this is what it is. And it's the same thing in sports. Everybody fucking hate the Yankees. They hate the Yankees. Why? Because they are the shit and the most legendary team on the MLB. Whether you like it or no, whether you're a Braves fan, whether you're a Red Sox or White Sox fan, the reality is the Yankees are the shit. Get at me. I'll battle you any fucking day. There is no more legendary team than the Yankees. That's the iconic team. In fact, the Americans are called Yankees when they go out there abroad. They'll be like the Yankees. Like bro, come on, bro. It's the same shit with Xbox. It's legendary at the moment. They got shit that PlayStation can't think of us. Communities with Halo. Yeah, Halo is there. Right. Halo has his own esports, his own leagues, and they have a bunch of freaking events throughout the year that they earn money. These people literally live off of playing Halo. Now, name a Sony PlayStation game that can do something like that. They got nothing. Well, we got what? Gears also is going to be esports now when it drops. And that's the talk of the town. I mean, these freaking ponies, all they do is listen to Reforge and all these other ponies, but they don't listen to other content creators who are actually making content off of these games and these franchises, who speak about these things, and communities that go and come together to do events and shit like that, and they keep these communities active. So what I'm saying is the future of Xbox is bright. And Sony PlayStation is pretty bleak. It's pretty dark out there in these corners. The knees are looking beat up. And the pillow is full of bites. And there's a bunch of baby oil thrown off on the floor. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. And I think the problem with the Xbox side of things is like how Forza Legends brought up the pony bots are toxic. And it's like, if it quacks like a duck and it looks like a duck, then it must be a duck. And you can't be out here saying you're an Xbox person and you are speaking just on with the same terms as these ponies do, and kind of almost leading the crowd, right? Where you're starting the bullshit that they then go ahead and start fires with. It's just, I feel like if you're grouped up with that, they're all the same. So I don't know. I think that in the Xbox community, there's a lot out there where you can't really necessarily just have like how you have potentially true PlayStation fans, just like true Xbox fans. They're always trying to figure out what's wrong with Xbox at any given moment. They twist the words just as bad and just as much as the ponies do.
I'm just gonna say one more thing. I mean, come on, guys. If you're an Xbox dude, how can you be unhappy at the moment? You got a big showcase coming up, filled with surprises and excitement. Not only that, you got games with actual release dates coming this year. And we just got Doom. Oval, South of Midnight, Metaphor Refrontation is on Game Pass. The Division is on Game Pass. A bunch of freaking games have gone to Game Pass that people don't really highlight them because they have been like not the biggest games, but they've been worthy, right? Like worth it to check out at least. And the future is so bright and the excitement is so big now with the showcases and all of these that it's just like what has PlayStation going on for them? Do they have their own show this summer, E3 season, and they got nothing? Not even a state of play.
They might have a state of play for Death Stranding 2.
Oh wow, super excited!
Is the rumor a week
the
before?
Same people who saying that is boring are excited to play Death
Yeah,
Stranding.
the walking.
That's such a fun game.
Mailman
bro.
Simulator.
I love it. Yeah. That's the shit.
Mailman Simulator.
Oh, fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah. All right. Let's
just to add to that is our community is doing this because we actually have a showcase. They don't even have a showcase.
Now that you mention it, Hargeet, what community do they have? Because you guys are organizing a big ass event for the Xbox fans to come gather and come together. Shout out to Hargeet and everybody else who's making this happening. Like, there is nothing like that. Like, what is Reforged doing for the PlayStation community? Except for like milking them, just like Sony is doing with super chats and memberships and shit. You know, come on, bro. Get out of here.
Exactly. And like, so, you know, even if there were a set of fans on the other side that would do something like this, they'd have to have a showcase to begin with. They don't even have one. They have nothing. The last showcase they did was years ago, and it freaking sucked. So it is what it is.
Facts. All right, let's switch over to this last one here because it's another video, and I wanted to get this in, and I had to. So hold on. We're here. Do this. And here. All right. Final chapter. They're back. Crossfire X. And this time they are they're really woo. They really cracked me up because well, I mean, you're gonna hear it, but I'll just give you the preview. They're gonna joke about how they don't buy Xbox games and then tell us the reason why they don't buy Xbox games. And I think it made me chuckle. And I think we should all experience the chuckle together. So let's watch this great little clip.
Of those 40 million, you would say 10 million are your hardcore Xbox fans?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you take even 50% of that, because not everybody's going to buy every game, that's 5 million potential units of games that people are not buying because they are on Game Pass. Like, for example, me, why in God's name would I ever want to buy a Bethesda game if I'm also subscribed to Game Pass?
Right.
Well, I mean, they're in perpetuity. I don't ever need to. There is never going to go off the service because as long as there's a service, their game is going to be there because they're owned by Microsoft. So
that's the question I panel actually is because the thing is,
just to be clear before we even continue, God damn, Bethesda, they released a game recently, yes, a little remaster, some would say, and that game was called Oblivion Remastered. And it's funny because Oblivion Remastered dropped day and date into Game Pass. So when we saw the numbers and found out that after dropping Oblivion in the Game Pass and then making the game available to be purchased everywhere else, they went ahead and they became the number 3 selling game of the year while in Game Pass. Interesting. Seems like Game Pass did not cause them to not sell.
What were the other top selling games?
Call of Duty?
Well, I think AC Shadows was one of them,
Oh,
which just happens to also be day and date in a subscription service. How
interesting.
interesting. Yet
Wow.
it's one of the top 3 sold for the year. Interesting, isn't it? Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, let's let them continue because now they're gonna explain themselves.
Thing is, even though you could say the current danger is the traditional Xbox consumer no longer feel the need to or want to buy games. Because I have to be honest, I haven't bought an Xbox game since 2017. I was going to ask you, Wise, and I was going to ask Daniel, what was the last Xbox game you bought? Because
that's
I
a
know
great
you guys
question.
play it. Yeah, because you guys play on Game Pass. So in a way, we have kind of already been infiltrated in the sense that
Wait.
So to be clear,
But don't they want you to sign up for Game Pass?
so
Just asking for a friend.
so
Bro,
Nib
Like, this is so
Come on,
stupid.
man.
Nib hasn't
I'm-
bought an Xbox game since 2017
Yeah.
because he's been a loyal
Game Pass.
Game Pass subscriber to 27 since 2017.
Mm-hmm.
And he just said that you all subscribe to Game Pass. So everyone on there talking shit about buying the games are subscribed to Game Pass
So they're not buying the games because
because
Got
they're
it.
subscribed to
okay,
Game Pass.
all right,
Bro, but this is even easier.
But they're
I
giving
haven't-
Xbox the money.
Hold on, CMoney. I haven't bought a PlayStation game since 2005 or something. Easy. I'm just not a PlayStation fan. I don't engage with the ecosystem. That's another thing too. Like that's so disingenuous to say. That's like asking my grandma, rest in peace, if she ever bought a PlayStation game. Of course she didn't, bro. She don't give a fuck about no PlayStation, no video games. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
It's like you don't give a fuck about Gears. You don't give a fuck about Halo. You don't care about Xbox. You're a Sony PlayStation fanboy. You know? Like, it is what it is, bro. You don't like it. You don't have to. Like, what type of example that is? That's great. That's an amazing example, Nib. Wow. You just love, like, digging yourself deeper and deeper in the dirt. Like, it's just insanity at this point, bro. Like, ask real Xbox people. Like, why don't you ask somebody like Dirk Griggity or somebody who's, a fucking Xbox fan or somebody who plays on Xbox for real? Ask them, have they bought any games on Xbox? Of course they did. Hargeet, right here, he buys a bunch of fucking games. He's got Game Pass. I buy games, and I got Game Pass. What the fuck are we talking about? You guys buy games, and you got Game Pass too.
I mean, I literally bought
exactly
Doom: The Dark Ages.
This is
I
so
have the nice little
weird.
statue. Right
I mean,
here.
we have
so
we have
weird.
three
I don't know if it'll show
we
up.
have three
Oh,
Game
no, we can't
Pass
see it.
Ultimate subscriptions as well. And yes, we still buy games.
I think my face has to show.
Beautiful.
So
That's
the
gonna
Doom:
be
The
dope.
Dark Ages statue. So yeah,
Nice.
I mean, I paid for the collector's edition.
So I mean, look, the
But-
idea. I mean, listen.
but
Obviously, you can if you want, but that's some stupid shit to suggest.
Yes.
If we have Game Pass, no, I don't need to buy a fucking Xbox game because I get it in Game. I pay for Game Pass every single month.
You don't.
Yep.
That's the whole point, though. Like, that's the thing. If you're subscribed to Game Pass and you don't want to buy games and spend more money because you already have plenty to play, I think that when they went ahead and said, let's create this game subscription service, right? I think they were well aware that they're not counting on the people that are signed up for it to go ahead and also buy games, even though we do, and we also pay for early access, right? But the whole point is that they have to take that into account. Whoever signed up may not go ahead and buy games or do early access because they already have Game Pass, right? Now, we understand why the people that have an Xbox and are signed up to Game Pass may decide to not invest in buying games because, again, they already have the games. So explain to me what the reason behind PlayStation having 75 million boxes out there and their players are not buying games because they don't have Game Pass, right? Am I right? They don't?
Facts.
Right? Okay.
Facts.
So why don't you explain to me why Astrobot sold how much? How many copies out of how many boxes? Why don't we dig into that? Right?
That's
Because
big
it
wild.
seems to me that the problem is over on that side. Now, you can't come out here and say, well, we just don't buy games, because they are showing up for the Xbox games that are being ported to their platform. So why don't you guys dig into that issue first? Because we do understand, again, why no one has a need. And Phil is not expecting people who are signed up to Game Pass to also buy games unless they want to. You don't even have to buy a box. They have Game Pass on a Fire Stick. So what's the issue?
Dude, they hate that we don't cry about the shit that they cry about. Like, it hurts them so deep because they really sell themselves on this idea. Baby, you fucking crushed whoever the fuck that dude who was talking, saying about, well, how many out of the 40 million are hardcore? 10 million? Okay, well, 10 million, well, not everybody's gonna buy, so it's 5 million. They're losing 5 million. Out of the 70 fucking million boxes that you have, how many people would you consider to be the hardcore? And then out of those people, how many people can actually buy? And then how is your subscription service stopping them? Oh, you don't have a subscription service stopping them from buying, and they still don't buy your fucking games.
Exactly.
Get the fuck out of here. Oh, I love you. Fucking crushed their souls right there. Ah, that was beautiful.
I mean, they do have a Game Pass equivalent. It just sucks. Their version is terrible. They have their stupid PS Plus Extra and Premium. It's just atrocious.
It's an insult to Game Pass. You can't compare the two.
Chinatown Game Pass. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Facts. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna put any more of this. That's they're just fucking talking bullshit.
I think it's a great admission, by the way. I think that it's good for them to recognize the fact that, hey, they've been taking advantage of Game Pass, and it's been working for them. Right now, if they just get to the next level and understand, hey, that's a great value to you, right? That you've been gaining all this value the entire time, and why wouldn't you be on the same box then? Like, look, if they like the PlayStation ecosystem for some reason, which I can't understand because the ecosystem sucks, but
it does. It sucks ass.
Fine, right? But like, if you really want all the feature sets, they're really on the Xbox side. It's a much better place to play games. So play them there. I like whatever. It's up to you though. If you have the box and you're enjoying just Game Pass, fair enough, right? You're contributing to Xbox's bottom line. That's really all it is. They don't care how you engage. You're paying them. You bought their box. You're paying them. They're happy. That's it. They're giving you content, and you're apparently happy because you keep paying. So the reality is
100%.
You are a happy Xbox
Exactly.
gamer. And as we move forward, no matter what they say, all these guys are going to be watching with a joy when they have the Xbox showcase telling them what games are actually coming out versus the absolute nothing that is PlayStation's roadmap. So
are we saying that Xbox is becoming E3 all by itself?
Apparently.
Oh, it has been. It has been. You have Keeley's show, which is okay. It's been okay. I'm hoping this year it's even better, but it's been okay. And then I
feel like this year has to be better because we're so close to
right?
finally the next gen games should be normal.
Right? Yep. And you know, it's almost basically E3 is saved by the June showcase of Xbox because that's where all the fun stuff has been for the last few years. Right. And I'm expecting that to continue. It's just going to keep happening because we already know the roadmap that we already know. And then they have the stuff we don't know. Right. And it's like it's a crazy amount of games. Right. So if you're a gamer, how are you not going to be excited about that? So fair enough. You're all Xbox fans, whether you like it or not. And you've been paying all this time to Xbox. You've been enjoying their games this whole time. So it's good that you recognize it. That's a good thing. Right. Now just recognize that that's what's happening. Now, you could have bought all those games that are coming out on your PlayStation and paid the full $70, but apparently you're still taking advantage of the nice discount you get by being on Game Pass. It's good.
But
recognize the value.
Game Pass is bad for developers, and Xbox is dead. So the idea, I bet that they rather get that monthly payment for Game Pass that you're willing to do than to see if you would someday buy a game or not. So
exactly,
that's where the value really is.
It's a
I
crazy,
think
Go ahead,
crazy
Demo.
world. Go ahead, Demo.
what I'm gonna say is like these guys are Xbox fans. You know, that's just
100%.
how it is. And look, it's just the one thing that I want to say is like, this is hypocrisy at its finest. It's like
Mhm.
don't cap for Game Pass. Don't enjoy Game Pass. Y'all have to buy your games, but at the same time, we are not buying the games. We got Game Pass, but we need to like give you this propaganda, right? That you need to buy the games. So I mean, come on, bro, get out of here,
That's
bro.
the thing. I thought they like to own their games, right? Isn't
Right.
this just renting? You guys have been renting for years. What?
What?
I'm
Since
shocked.
2017,
I'm
since it first came
shocked.
out.
You haven't bought an Xbox game in years because you have Game Pass, yet you go out there and you shame people for signing up to Game Pass and not buying their games. This is why it's bullshit, and you have to do what works for you and what makes sense to you, because there are so
Exactly.
many people out there spreading bullshit that they go and do behind closed doors, right? And then they want to shame you for it. Fuck out of here with that shit.
Fuck out of here.
This is like Diddy with the
Indeed.
freakouts. Everybody shaming him because he did freakouts, and everybody got their own little freakouts. Like, it is what it is, bro. That shit going on. It is. Game Pass is a shit, and everybody has it, even ponies. And that's the sweetest vendetta that we can have, bro. Seeing you ponies, right? With Game Pass, enjoying the hell of Xbox games. The same games that you say they suck for generations. You are condemned to play them forever.
Why would you subscribe? Why
In
would you
the dark,
subscribe if
hidden.
you don't like the
Hidden.
games?
They don't want anybody to know what
Imagine
they're
if they buy
doing.
another publisher, right? Let's say
Oh,
it
I
is
want
Sega
the
or
goddamn. Please
Take-Two
make
or
it
something
happen.
like
I
that.
want it. Oh, that's
What are
gonna
they
be
going to
great.
say? Like, how are they going to like not want to be on Xbox? Right? Obviously, the Game Pass just becomes that much more valuable, and I'm sure they like at least some of the games. Like, Sega has a ton of games, and there are a lot coming out. So, are they just going to say no to all of that? They're obviously just going to keep subscribing. That's what's going to happen. If it became Take-Two, holy crap! Are you saying no? You're going to go pay whatever $80, $100 for GTA when it'll just be in Game Pass? Like, okay, fair enough. Like, I don't know. Ultimately, you're all going to become like Xbox fans. And that's the world that Xbox is making, by the way, is they want everybody
Yep.
to be an Xbox fan. And they don't care where
Whether they know it or not.
Yeah.
Whether they know it or not, or acknowledge it or
You
not.
don't have to admit it.
Nobody runs around saying, or very few people run around saying, I'm a Windows fan. No, you don't even think about the fact that you're using Windows. You think about the things you get to do on Windows,
Yep.
right? And that's where they're taking Xbox. They don't give a shit if you are sitting there actively saying, I love Xbox, or if you're saying, I love Halo. They don't care.
Whatever version of it.
That Xbox
It's the
is
same.
not the place that's facilitating where you're playing it. They don't care if you're playing it on PC. They don't care if you're playing it on their mobile
Exactly.
phone, or if you're playing it on a PlayStation or a Switch too. They just want you to be playing their games. Xbox is the background to that. And they
said it. They
take
said
the
it
money.
clearly, and they talk about how we don't listen when they don't listen to shit. They said it clearly. The games are most important, right? We have to go ahead and move forward with the games and do right by the developers, and that's just the bottom line.
Facts.
Yep. And we all know, of course, if PlayStation ever did the same thing, it would be praised to all high
It would be
heaven.
the smartest thing.
Absolutely.
It
The
was
smartest thing. It makes
decision
sense
in
then.
gaming history, right? Yeah, it's just because Xbox does it. But
Look at how they care for these games and these developers, that they're willing to go ahead and put them everywhere.
okay,
Just
we
that
have
they
to talk
can
about that
shine.
stupidity. This Shuhei quote about
Here,
like,
before you do that, I'm going to say
Yeah.
it right here. The homie Frantus Archer with that $2 super chat.
Yo,
My dude, thank you, my
what's up,
brother.
love?
Says, no wonder Shuhei says Game Pass is dangerous. Hashtag Crossfire.
Yes.
yeah, I mean it's facts. Like they just proved it. It is dangerous, not to developers that are in Game Pass, not to Xbox. It's dangerous to PlayStation Studios because they can't partake. That's who it's dangerous to. So, and look, at some point it's dangerous to PlayStation itself because they have to compete with a box where you can get all their games and all their fans are on that ecosystem paying the monthly fee to play games that are in Game Pass, which is time away from PlayStation and away from PlayStation's store. That's just the way it is. So whatever, it is dangerous to PlayStation's, whatever their economics or their go-to-market, plan. It is not dangerous to developers that are in Game Pass. I'm not sure of any publisher who's actually said they didn't like Game Pass. I know a developer through a publisher might have been annoyed, but that was because the publisher didn't pay them. But the publishers themselves, everybody who's published stuff in Game Pass, pretty much all of them have been happy. So, like, where's the negative? It's certainly not hurting them, but it is hurting PlayStation's, bottom line, because they're going to take, time away from there. And look, we'll see how this plays out. Nintendo's been kind of isolated and doing their own thing. Will Nintendo get hit by this now? Their console's now kind of competing in the same price range. Is it going to get hit? I don't know. We'll see. It's very interesting times. Very interesting times.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can't make this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, right you are with that $2.
Right you are. What's up, love?
Says CMoney is right. GTA 6 was delayed because Microsoft bought Take-Two. Oh my God. Yo,
Damn.
if any
That
of
would
y'all,
be-
oh God, I want to,
That would
like, this is
definitely
the
not
thing.
be. That would definitely be one of those 18-month things, though, just to be clear, because that is
That's okay. I don't care. As long as it's happening, I can
complicated.
wait. I don't need that shit to shut. I need it to be announced. I don't care how long it takes. It's gonna happen. It's
Let
gonna
the
close.
ponies
So it's
know.
not- I wouldn't be afraid that it's not gonna close, right?
It,
It's just
might
gonna
work
take time.
for me though, because I probably will not engage with it on console, because it'll likely be 30 frames, and I'll just wait until the PC version comes out.
Look,
So
this is the thing. I so badly like, this is the crazy shit, and this is the shit that, like, I don't like. We are not alike. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're just not the same breed of people, of gamers, right? Like, it's just not, because, like, over there on PlayStation, right? If they announce tomorrow that they took every ounce of money that they had and they bought Take-Two, right? If PlayStation bought Take-Two, it got announced tomorrow, right? The ponies would celebrate, right?
Mhm.
But they would gain
It wouldn't go through.
absolutely no. But even if it did, they would gain
It'll
absolutely
be the end of
nothing.
Take-Two.
GTA is still going to release everywhere. NBA is still going to release everywhere. It's still, nothing's going to change for them, and
Yeah,
they
that would
still
be the
have to
thing.
pay
that would be the question: would they
same
do that?
amount of money. Of course, they would never. They couldn't. That's the only way it would go through. They couldn't stop it, right? So they would have to pay for
Yeah,
each
it would
game,
have to be
even
that
if it was exclusive. Okay, let me walk it back. They changed the script. GTA is now exclusive. Nothing changes for someone who currently owns a PlayStation, and that's the way they were going to play the game anyway.
Yeah.
Nothing changes. You still got to go in your pocket. And if GTA says there's $100, you got to take your $100 and you got to put it on the goddamn table for you to play GTA 6, even if Sony owns them. The reason why us over here, see how we're so different, because we're not living the hobo life, right? So over here, we get to say, man, it would be awesome if Xbox bought such and such company. Why? Not because we're concerned about your bitch asses getting to play that shit. No.
Play
It's
it.
because
Pay for it. We get it in Game
are gonna get
Pass.
to play it for free. That is the difference. That's what these thick, smooth brain bastards don't understand. That at the end of the day, we are not the same. When Xbox makes a move, it benefits us. When PlayStation makes a move, they buy Bungie and destroy their whole company. We are not the same.
So I'm
God, I
trying to
hope I hear an
understand. Game
acquisition
Pass
soon.
was the one that was bad, and yet Sony's the one that's
Yes.
closed more studios.
Facts.
Okay.
Facts.
And
The
it
games
looks like
and
more are
they
about
closed
to
studios who
die.
games were not on a subscription service.
Right.
That's the
yes.
truth. That's the truth. So they were not in a subscription service, but they died.
Yeah. I
So,
mean, But Game Pass is.
But Game Pass is going to kill everybody. But all the games that were in Game Pass have been.
They're the real killer.
It's crazy.
I wonder if Ubisoft Plus will just never come to PlayStation because they don't like the day and date thing.
No, they're giving them the classic shit. You know what I'm saying? Because PlayStation wants them to buy the new games. That's just what it is. That's their model. So they don't want EA, same shit. EA came out and said they want to put their pro service on PlayStation. It's gonna be no sir, no siree. We'll take your old shit, but we want them to buy the game first. It's so crazy that's the situation. But
I'm a little annoyed that we don't have EA Play Pro available to both. I would love to have that on console as well as PC.
I will love to have that on console. That'd be great.
Yeah, but
even
otherwise,
though they kind of piss me off.
That give us day and date, right? But so Ubisoft Plus is really cool. I get to play day and date on either one, no problems, and like it's very convenient to have the full edition, right? So whatever it is, I just get all the DLC. It's just there. Just play it. Like
it's a W.
Bro,
the Division, right, just came to Game Pass, but you don't have the DLC. Well, for me, that's not a problem because I have Ubisoft Plus, so I have all the DLC.
Yep.
It's just there. I can just download it. No
if
biggie.
it makes sense for you,
So it's a new place, right? It's Brooklyn. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So see, I'm gonna play it again once I get past some of this other stuff.
The DLC.
I love Division.
Yeah.
So
this is kind of the fun thing, right? So we have both like the day and date options available to us. You just Ubisoft Plus, you get day and date everything, full Ultimate Edition. If you want Game Pass, you get Game Pass full. Everything from at least Microsoft and a whole bunch of other Expedition 33, for instance, right? Day and date. They have a lot of cool games. So
all we can say
crazy
is if it makes sense for you to get HBO to watch Aubrey getting finger blast, for $12, $15 a month, Game Pass is a no-brainer, bro. That's all we gotta say.
Oh my god,
that's it.
Y'all
go out your way to pay $15 a month for HBO to see somebody get finger blasted, but y'all can get no Game Pass and hate on it.
That's real wild.
I feel you guys. I feel you.
That's real wild. That's real wild.
It is finger blasting Friday.
I gotta say, unless anybody else has anything they have to say, I think we're gonna end on the finger blast.
Yeah,
I think that's the I think that's the way. I think that's the way right there.
Yeah, go hard or go home. That's it.
That's it, guys. We're gonna wrap it up here, man. What a fucking show. Thank you all for rocking out with us, man. It was a fun fucking time, bro. Holy shit, man. What a fucking night. God damn. All right, guys. Well, listen, I want to shout out everybody who was live in the building with us, man. You guys are the shit. Thank you all so very much. But we do need to talk about the fact that next week we are going to be in LA towards the end of the week. So there will not be a night shift. There will not be an On Point Gaming podcast. And then I told y'all yesterday that we'll be back Tuesday, but Tuesday we found out that there was something else going on.
So we'll see.
I don't know if we're going to be able to get something in. I don't know if we'll do maybe like a Monday night or Tuesday late night. I don't know if we're going to be able to do something. We will obviously let our Discord know what's going on. So definitely be on the lookout for that. But we will be having tons of content from the actual show. We will be going to, IGN Play Days. I'm sorry, IGN Live 2025. So we will have content, from the show floor, actually playing stuff, interviews and all that fun stuff. So we're definitely going to be working on it. Also, remember that it will be myself, it will be Madman, and Purple Berry. We are the three that will be going to LA. So it's going to be a fun time. So definitely look forward to content from us from that for sure. And we are thinking about maybe at night, when we're back at the hotel, maybe doing some quick streams, talking to you guys and just talking about the show or whatever we experienced or whatever. So we'll definitely have things going on, but we'll let you know if we're going to go live officially here early in the week. So Obviously, shout out to everybody who super chatted. You guys are the
Thank
shit.
you,
Always remember,
guys.
man, the show is brought to you by you. So we do appreciate you, and we thank you so much for that. We also want to shout out let me get this restarted. We want to shout out everybody who supports us over on Patreon and YouTube memberships. You guys are the shit. But of course, we want to shout out our elite members. We got the homie Big Boy Mike, Dark Angelic, Coach of the Canuck, Music 72, and Queen Witch. And then, of course, we have our inner circle members. We got the homie Big Mix Gaming and Pragmatic Eagle. We do want to shout out the first 3 people in the chat, the specials of the night. We have Mr. Xbox himself, Music 72. We had
Our boy
Vampiro Borracho number 2. And Do UK Now, the Broke Boy Insider, rounding our top 3. Shout out to Music 72. Happy birthday, sir.
Happy birthday.
First super chat of the night was from our boy Do UK Now, the Broke Boy Insider, with that $2 super chat. Biggest super chat was from our boy RC Polygon with that $10 super chat.
Thank you,
and
guys.
Gifted membership, Spartan661 was the one who took the top spot with 10
Thank
gifted.
you so much.
So shout out to him. Shout out to Broke Boy who also gifted, and
Thank
our boy Michael Guzman, right?
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Who did one? And I think Be Nice did one as
Be
well. if I'm
nice.
not
Yes.
mistaken.
Michael, I think he did too.
Yeah, I think he did too.
He did one. Yeah, he did too.
So shout out to you guys. Appreciate
And Be
the
Nice
support.
as well. Thank you guys so much.
You guys are awesome. So thank y'all. Again, really, really appreciate the support. And then, of course, we're not alone, man. We got our homies with us. It's Friday night. We rocked out and got to chill with our homies. So appreciate them being here live in the building with us. Of course, we have Mr. PSP himself, the Pony Slaying Pop is our boy, Demo Flow Gaming. Thank you so much for rocking out with us, man. Let everybody know where to find you.
Hey, man, Demo Flow Gaming here, bro. We are live every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time with the Demo Flow Gaming Show. I'm live there with my boy Paul Boss, the Archangel Nexus, and I Am Desire on there, talking games, having fun, same thing. Having a great time, bro. Really enjoying doing content creation lately. I've been uploading videos in there. Go ahead. There's a lot of things going on that we didn't cover in here, but go ahead and check out the videos. I did spoke about Gears of War, possibly releasing E-Day on 2025. That was a news just gotten, and it might be even possible. I don't believe it, but there's some truth to it. So go ahead and check it out. And also, there's a new Halo announcement that's imminent, that's going on, and that's gonna go down in October during the Halo World Championship Series. Somebody told one of the pro players, one of the developers at the Halo Studios, that a new Halo announcement, big announcement, is gonna be done in October. So stay tuned for that. And also, Halo Infinite is receiving, according to them too, a major update now in the summer. So go ahead and check it out for those Halo lovers like myself, who are always on top of Halo and what's going on with their updates and all of that. So yeah, go ahead and check it out. I'll be next week streaming all of the things that are going on. Summer Game Fest, the Xbox show, all of that. I'm gonna be having shows every day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and we're gonna have a great time. And it's a golden week, and I think it's a great weekend for content creation and a great weekend for to be excited about games. So yeah, that's that. That's everything that's going on with me. It's your boy Demo Flow checking out, and thank you for having me.
Appreciate you, brother, man. Thank you so much. And then, of course, we have the homie. You know who he is. The wise one. The author.
Yes.
The patriot. The pony slayer. The pony about 10 makers. Oh, boy. Hargeet. Thank you, my brother, for being here, man. Appreciate you. Looking forward to next week, being able to hang out over in LA. Tell the people where to find you, where we're going to be, what's going on, man.
Yeah. So 1 week, guys. One more week. Lots of fun stuff that's going to be revealed. Hopefully, we'll see all sorts of cool stuff on Keeley's stage as well as on the June showcase for Xbox's stage. So fun stuff there. I'll be on with Fonz tomorrow. We'll probably just be essentially going over our predictions. So 7 p.m. US Eastern tomorrow on Fonz Gaming. And then it's going to be very similar with Web Dave. We'll just go over predictions on Sunday, 7 p.m. US Eastern. And then I think we're going to squeeze in the primetime gaming on Wednesday with Boom. Right after that, I got to head over to Best Buy to pick up my Switch 2. and then I'll be flying out next morning. I have a 11 something in the morning flight, so I'll be heading over to the airport. But yeah, so I'll come back and do a little bit of setup with the Switch too, and then bring that with me. But yeah, so lots of fun stuff going on. Like Demo said, this is a good time for content creation stuff. There'll be a whole bunch of stuff that people will be putting up and whatnot. But yeah, looking forward to having everybody out in LA. We'll all get together and have some fun, and definitely enjoy the shows, and a lot of game stuff that's going on as well. As far as if you're in the play days and the IGN Live, right? There's a lot of developers out there that are going to be talking to us about the games that are coming up. So all sorts of fun stuff. But yeah, so look forward to content. We'll be putting stuff up. It'll probably be sometime during that weekend, but also afterwards. A lot of the fun of being out there is also just hanging out with the other people there, networking and all that. So we'll definitely be doing a lot of that too. But yeah, so it'll be fun. We're very close now. So next week we'll be getting out there. Hopefully everybody will be enjoying the shows from home or whatever. But yeah, and all the PlayStation fans, you're welcome to be Xbox fans. You don't have to be stuck on stupid PlayStation. You can buy those games on your PlayStation, or you can even be on an Xbox. But enjoy the showcases. You get to see games, unlike your platform. You get to see games. That's what we're here for, right? Games. Hopefully you'll all be Xbox fans openly instead of closeted.
Seriously, though. Seriously.
Facts. And with that, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Guys, thank you again so much for all the support and rocking out with us. It was a fun night. Doodle, we're going to go ahead and end the show the way we end every single show. Doodle.
Yes.
We're done.
We are.
Until next time.
You're intruding.
Go me Bears.
You're intruding.